Hello everyone and welcome back to Dungeon Delvers, the amazing Dungeon Dragon stream by geeky people because we're awesome. I'm going to go with it because that's what we say. And I am once again here with the amazing cast of our Icewind Realm of the Frost Maiden campaign. Everyone say hi.
Hello!
Before tonight's session, we're going to jump into some announcements, if we've got any. Have we got any announcements?
Oh, we do! Happy New Year, everyone! 2021! Oh my god!
Yeah!
So much going on. I just want to say a massive shout out to Caitlin Leeds on Instagram. She's known as Voiletsyren. She does amazing artwork. She done an amazing thing for Willow. We'll put the...
I'll put it here.
Yeah. Woo!
Here it is. It is being shown.
And we'll also put her in the description. She's also on Twitter, so you can follow her Twitter account as well. And also go and follow her Jax on Webtoon Canvas. She does loads of different sorts of like comics and artwork. And she also does Critical Role stuff as well. So go and check them out.
Pretty talented individual. I have checked the stuff out myself. It is very, very impressive. Very,
it's
very
pretty.
Cool. And
she's just done a one on Better as well, and it looks amazing.
And
honestly.
before you guys jump onto her Instagram, what was her Instagram again? And her accounts?
Voiletsyren.
Voiletsyren. If you jump onto her account and if you give it a like and a share and make sure you support these incredibly, amazingly talented budding artists. Buddhist artists? Budding artists. Because everyone is very yen. That's why. Budding artists. And as Willow did say, Happy New Year and 2021 to everyone. We are coming to you from a brand new year, new slate, new start. I can almost feel the radiant energy, D20, natural 20 hitting me in the face. Keeping the D&D puns. Anyone else got any announcements before we start?
Reminder, we have a Twitter now. We don't just have Instagram.
We got a Twitter, guys!
There will be a Twitter.
Yes.
I don't know, a lot of people haven't reminded that our Instagram is doing great, but we have a Twitter as well where we do a lot more announcements than we do on our Instagram.
You heard it first.
Yeah, so you can go for it. It's at D. So it's at D Delvers with a Z.
It'll be in the description anyway.
Yeah, it'll be in the description. Go and follow it. All of our uploads will be on there. We do it on Instagram quite a lot, but yeah, 100%. Like Ollie said, we'll be starting to do all the announcements on. And general jazz really on Twitter because it's just much easier.
You heard it first from the team, from the A team. And yes, we do really appreciate the likes, comments and subscribes. Please comment nice things and share with all your friends, obviously anyone who likes D&D. And if they are interested in D&D, I mean, lockdown is, if not the best time to get into D&D. Because
it has helped us all through it.
It's how
2020
we started.
D&D
This is
us
our
with, so.
original story. Our original story started. We were all in lockdown and then this happened. So this is where we all came from. Getting into D&D is absolutely fantastic. It's a really great pastime, and especially for mental health and keeping yourself occupied. For a lot of us, it's really, really helped us. So, on that front, get involved. Have a message or chat with us on Instagram or Twitter. We'll answer, or someone will. Probably Ollie.
Yeah, you have to deal with me.
He'll say something to you. I don't know. Appropriate, maybe. I don't know. I can't promise anything. But yeah, just get in touch. If that's all, we can get into tonight's episode of... Jackals late with us. There we go. I can always hear it because he's like the best. Dungeon Delvers, Ryan, Frost Maiden, Icewind Dale. Said it the wrong way around there, but you know, I am good. So, as we bring ourselves back into the episode of which passed. This is episode 14, I believe. We might have got mixed up with the episodes last time, but hey, we're on 14 now. Again, please have a look at the prologue if you are joining us at this point to hear me in my old man voice talk about the first 6 episodes and then join in from episode 7 where we do the live action jazz. So yeah, you can jump in. And then obviously now we're on 14. So we've actually done this for a little bit longer than I thought, which is actually quite nice.
Oh
so,
yeah, we've been doing it well.
Which is crazy. But as we dive into tonight's episode, we start where we left off last year, where we found our party back at the homemade dig-out created by Sentry after an avalanche hit the encampment on the bottom of Kelvin's Cairn, which saved Salvation's life. Trudging slowly down the mountain as Sentry, Garret and Perilou, the 2 survivors of this expedition, were unfortunately 2 of 4 returned. Sentry burying the body of Asterix's frozen form in a makeshift hole and making kind of a ceremonial grave. Then decided to interrogate Willow for fraudulent identity and kind of mistrust, nearly slicing her head off. But all was settled, where eventually all the party reconvened back together. What started as a rescue mission now begins as an escort to safety, as they are not out of the quite literal woods yet, even though there's no woods, it's a mountain. After some much needed rest, pulling out thorns from a Perilou's skin, some lies and bonds of friendship and attempts of robberies, they eventually left the shadowy depths of Kelvin's Cairn. Boy now attached to Garret's leg and back with his rightful owner and Perilou by the side, the party find themselves looking for the ingots which they left in this snowy mountain pass, which they were once left from a group of goblins, and freed a few polar bears, which was cool. Coming up the familiar pass, they quickly discovered where the ingot cart was left and started to dig out the snow with some help of musical influence. Suddenly, a figure appeared slowly to the party, calling out Jackal by name, claiming that Seiya was wanted for his actions by seducing a concubine and had to be detained immediately. Jackal and Sentry used their silver tongues to try and deceive this figure, aka Darkat, as he claimed to be from the Indek bounty hunter clan, and used shadowy entities to stop Seiya or grapple him. Either side, as these figures are apparated out of nowhere, grabbing his side. Jackal, with his wit, managed to come to some sort of parley, or was it Darkat that he was told he could take ingots for the price of Seiya, which he accepted gracefully. Tried to pull the cart one-handed, shook Jackal's hand once again under some new terms, said some snidey comments, walked away, or tried to walk away, as the party commenced an aggressive assault of sorts. And this is where we pick up.
I meet someone. I kill them.
Hey, go to hell.
They die.
I think we've got some settings. Take them off.
They go to hell.
So
Yeah, so wait a minute. You might just need to
I think
pause
we've,
here for a second. The so there's a second token. The one which you just deleted, Fraser, was the one which I had access to.
Oh, okay.
The one under here is the one that Jamie can see and move.
I can move it. I just can't see from it. And apparently Luke can pick up that it's moving. So has it just moved?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's me
Oh.
moving it.
Do you want to try and move that one again? I think this was yours. I've just put yours
Yeah,
back on.
moved again.
So
Yeah. So you just put it under where I am. Yeah. So try and there's no vision with that one. And Fraser, are you able to control Jackal's token?
Yeah, absolutely. No problem.
No, as in that one that he's moving, is that one set up correctly?
So which one are you moving?
So I'll move it again. Quickly. Did you see it move?
Yeah, I can see it move.
That one.
But yeah, that one.
Yeah, I can control that. It's no problem.
Yeah, is that one all set up correctly?
Is in light
Light
and
and stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got the right light coming from it.
That's so weird.
It's probably strange.
It is an exact replica of yours, the one you're controlling.
And Jamie, you can only see that one token on the map.
I can only see that one token. It's like I haven't been given vision. Like
We'll have to sort this out before our next session. For now, we just need to play it.
Yeah. That's fine. That's so weird. There's going to be the 2 jackals on the map.
Just delete one and keep. Delete one and keep the one that.
Yeah, you're not using that as your site, are you?
What do you mean that is my
The
site?
jackal that you're moving, you're not using that as your site, are you?
You can't see it.
Site as in to be able to see the map.
You can't see the map.
No. I'm using my phone to view the Discord, which Fraser.
Fraser, delete that one then, and
I'll delete the one that Jam's got. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. That makes a lot more sense because otherwise I'm going to get confused.
So I thought we might have been onto something there.
Yeah. I just wanted to double check.
No, I get that. That's fine. I've continued recording anyway.
No idea what's going
on. That's so weird.
Okay. I've continued recording, just so you know.
Alright.
Aye.
Cool. So, let's go. Yeah, we find our party in front of the walking away as he turned around and gave you a very anime cinematic smile or smirk from the side of his jaw. And I would like everybody to roll initiative.
That is the fastest we've gotten into a battle.
First time of 2021.
Wow,
I didn't have my token selected. Oh no. I'm so sorry, I didn't have my token selected.
It's okay.
Oh, did I?
Actually, no, it's fine. I'll roll it again and I'll just add it in myself as the first roll.
Yeah, I'll do.
Oh, good,
I'll
that
do
worked
the
out
same.
fine.
It's not that much better anyway. Don't think it really affects anything.
Yeah.
8. Oh yeah, it's the same, just with a 9 instead of an 8.
So yours was.
There you go. I did mine.
I fixed mine too.
Okay, bro. Nice.
Let's do it.
Yeah, sure, I'll have to do it.
Q.
I shall do it, no problem.
Who are we missing on the initiative? Oh, we're missing. Yeah, there we go. Cool.
And hold on.
Do 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 do.
13.2.
Why are you singing Harry Potter?
I don't know, because I've been watching it a lot recently.
No copyright.
You won't get done for that.
No,
Did you roll for Athena or?
Can you do it?
Yeah, I can roll for it if.
I think you might have to roll for Athena for me.
Yeah. Oh, do I have access to a sheet? I don't have access to her sheet.
I'm trying to find it myself. Give me a sec.
Sorry, my head now.
Okay.
What, the Harry Potter name?
Let's try this. If this works. Initiative. Boom.
Boom!
Oh.
Damn!
I gave initiative to the
To the cart.
to the cart.
She is cart.
Yeah, you got 23 anyway, which is pretty good.
God damn!
That can't be.
That can't be dangerous.
That can't be thick, no.
Okay, I've got both your character sheets up just in case.
Can't
Just so
say
the
it.
viewers know at home, Jackal's having some technical difficulties, so you're going to have to bear with us, just in case.
We should have it sorted.
Okay.
Now it's going to be a little bit slower.
It's fine.
You
We're
want
about to
help?
kick
We
a
got
guy's ass.
Okay, is everyone rolling initiative?
Alright.
I think they have. Actually, no, my guy hasn't.
Kill him!
Alright, calm down. I think, how long have you been waiting for this moment?
A long
I
time.
have.
We were so desperate the whole time to
Cool.
do it.
I've got Athena's sheet up, by the way.
Cool.
And that is...
Athena will be going first, Jam, so.
Yeah, don't worry. We'll be alright.
Oh, wrong one. There we go. Cool. So, top of the round as we start
High initiative shit.
this battle, or this whatever it is. You see the smirk come up from the side of the face, and Athena clocks it straight away. and it is now her turn first. What would Athena like to do?
Okay, as Athena hasn't yet been given a command by me, but seeing the extent of the situation, what she'll do is she'll move into flanking position of Jackal, so that he's flanking the dude.
Yep.
Yeah, and she will stay there. That'll be the end of her turn.
Amazing. Cool. As she kind of prowls round like a... actually, no, it would be a quick step, like a jump almost, because these are 6 seconds. She jumps over to the other side, ready to attack. It is the bounty hunter, also known as Darkat's go. And Darkat turns around and looks at everyone and goes, "Are you sure you want to be doing this? I mean, we were all friends, right?" And he clicks his fingers and his eyes go black, and out of the snow swirls up a familiar form behind Sentry and behind Athena. As these two entities appear once more. He looks around and kind of readies himself as in a kind of defensive stance. And he kind of just stands there and goes, "You guys want to do this? Then I expect you make the first move." Yeah, I'll let you. And then he'll end his turn. Next up is Salvation.
Okay, so...
Salvation, you see behind you very quickly that Garret and Perilou are looking incredibly nervous at this point, and they do not want any part of this, as they are not so much battered and beaten, they're just frightened to death of whatever's going on in front of them.
I'm just gonna sort of like, she's gonna put her hand up and say, "Don't worry, we got this. You stand behind me, you'll be safe." And she's going to cast Bless on Sentry, Jackal, and Seiya. Sorry,
Amazing. Would you like to describe what happens when you cast Bless for Salvation?
You just sort of see her point in the general direction of people, and everybody that she's chosen just glows a little bit of green just for a second.
Yeah.
Alright, nice. Cool. So as you expend that spell, all you three feel this kind of like radiant energy just wrap around your form, and you feel somewhat powered or empowered by this. Would you like to do anything else?
No, that's it, thank you.
Cool. I believe it is... well, it's Jackal's go.
Bingo.
Willow,
Right.
you're on deck.
Jackal is going to face Darkat, and he's going to say, "You said you missed the good old days. Well, let me take you back there." As he's going to slice across Darkat with his short sword.
Yeah, make that attack.
Go.
God damn!
For 25 to hit.
25 absolutely hits.
Beautiful, and that's for 8 piercing damage. And then he's going to spin around, and he's going to slice the shadow with bonus action attack behind him.
Give me a sec. So that's 8 piercing. Give me a sec. Just update a few things. Math is hard.
That will never be 10.
Okay, so... So yeah, that absolutely slashes into his side as he kind of goes, "Ugh, I didn't think you had it in you." And that did some damage.
Yeah, as I spin and slice at the shadow behind me for a 14 to hit.
Let's have a look. You spin around and you swipe the sword straight into the kind of like black matter of this thing, and it kind of hits a bit of purchase. It makes this weird sluggish feel in your blade as it passes through the other side, and it looks like it's done some damage as it cuts through, as it winces.
Naughty shadow being resistant to my attacks. Jackal will then, using his brand new level 4 feat, He
Hey!
will move away without taking any attacks of opportunity from the shadow or from Darkat using mobile, and he will now move behind the shadow, which is behind Athena.
Okay.
He has
Flanking it, yeah.
35 feet movement. Yeah, so flank. That's it. Thanks, Luke. As he just has his swords drawn and he winks at Darkat. End of Jackal's turn.
Brilliant go. Yeah, he's kind of like staring you down at the moment, Jackal. Kind of in like, this facial expression is very weird. It's almost like you're daring to attack him, but he's enjoying the thing at the same time. So he's enjoying the combat. Willow, you're up. Sentry on deck.
Cool. Right. Willow's seeing what's going on. She's gonna move here. Yep, that's gonna work. She's gonna set it right at Darkat. Her eyes are-
Did you look at your notes?
It's been a long day. She's gonna look at Darkat. Her eyes are gonna go black, and then she's gonna have her black tears going down her eyes as on her left hand a huge black necrotic-looking claw starts spiraling with like shadowy sort of energy, and then from that a long chained mangled sort of whip comes out, just like the one in Vikista's hand, and she's going to use Everlay's Shadow Whip.
Nice. Love the name.
Yes.
Yeah, do whatever you need to do. Let's have a read of this. This is interesting.
Cool.
Is this off the new expansion?
Yes!
So this
I've
is-
been dying to use it!
Holy shit, that's
So
cool.
just explain to the viewers who have not seen this before. And be like, oh my god, you can't do this. Just explain what you were using.
What? So,
Yeah,
explain
where's
the
it
spell.
from? Yeah, where's it from?
So it's from Tasha's Cauldron of Everything, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Tasha's Cauldron of Everything. It's a new one that's out, and it's basically a Shadow Whip that uses intelligence saving throw.
It's mad.
Wow.
It's absolute madness. So target is intelligence save. So this is on Darker.
This is on Darker. I'm gonna try and, if I hit, I'm gonna try and aim to wrap around his throat and keep him there.
Okay, so this is his intelligence save. Let's go. That is a 10.
Yes!
Oh!
Yeah, so basically on his next turn he can only make one action, and that is either to move, take an action, or do a bonus action, but he can only do one thing. And also so on a failed save the target takes 3d6 psychic damage and it can't take a reaction until the end of its turn. Moreover, on its next turn it must choose whether it gets a move, an action, or a bonus action. It only gets one of the three.
Okay, so
That's insane.
From that initial thing though, so it takes 6 psychic damage from that initial hit.
Yeah, it takes 6 he takes 6 psychic damage.
6 psychic damage, yeah.
He can't do shit. So I'm gonna have it that it's round his throat and I'm just staring at him, and there's like this huge claw off me
Yeah.
at the moment.
So,
on my left hand.
As it wraps around his neck, you can see clearly now the bounty ingots. Sorry, not the ingots. The what do you call them? Emblems hanging from his neck and over his cape as he kind of like goes to his knees, or one knee, and goes, "Ugh, is that all you got?"
I just give him a really menacing smile.
Cool.
Shit.
Yeah, he
Straight
definitely
out the
took some damage on that one.
So sick.
Is that your go?
Oh, I'm very happy with that. Yeah, I'm good.
Amazing. Sentry, you're up. Say you're on deck.
Yeah. So many things to do. So many things to do. What do I want to do? No, use an action. A bonus action.
You're already in rage, right?
Yeah. I'm already ready.
You raged just before.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will move round to the other side.
Yep.
Flanking, and I'm going to chuck a net on him. With advantage.
He's not like a tame beast. What are you doing to this guy?
So fucking like, he can't
A
move.
whip round his
anywhere.
neck, a net round his
He
face.
can't take a reaction as well, so anything
He
you
can't
do,
do anything about it.
he can't do anything.
You're really mean.
I'm sorry.
Don't apologise.
Guy's an asshole.
Kill them!
Kill.
Now I still would get my divine
Yeah.
fury with this. it's a weapon attack, I believe. Let me just double check that real
Things
quick
that
whilst I'm
definitely
doing
quite
it.
now.
But let me just see if it will net him first.
Okay.
God, so pumped.
Yep. 20. He's netted. And then let me just see if he'll actually get any of the damage.
Just explain why it's advantage.
Flanking.
Ah, good. Cool.
So I'm just.
I mean,
over
I
him.
guess the damage could go on Tux. You could lift the net up and really hit him hard with it.
I just did it for the fine.
Smack him with it.
Okay, yeah, so
And
he,
he's raging too.
so he's absolutely netted. So he's got this whip round his neck, and also this net, weighted net goes around him. As he kind of like, as he fumbles to the other knee, like some caged animal.
An attack roll with any attack you make from it. I mean, I see no reason for me not to have a divine fury with it. I'll pop it in the chat so you can see as well. I got to make an attack roll with it, so
Do it.
technically I'd get. Raging, the first creature you hit on each of your turns with a weapon attack, and it says you
Yeah,
gotta
it's
make
classed as a weapon attack. The net is.
I don't get the rage, so it's 5 radiant onto him.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hell yeah,
Woo!
he is restrained and
Pretty cool, actually. I
His
can
plan.
imagine this glowing net.
yeah, Wah! Just as I throw it on over him. Cool.
Yeah, so he's
and-
netted and grappled now. Oh well, grappled
And-
with this, or restrained with this whip.
Yeah. And my turn.
I was going to use one of my.
Anything is
Like,
bonus.
I won't-
Also, Fraser, as a note, it is made of the same material as those, like the obsidian. If
Oh,
you
like
get
a
what I mean.
nice barbed chain. Yeah.
Like barbed chain.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's
like
I'll just spend
smoking.
my bonus action to swap back out the great sword, and then that's me done.
Yeah, absolutely. Great turn. Say you're up.
Hello.
All right, mate.
So, Seiya's gonna get kind of like an aura around him, and he's gonna get on all fours and transform into his good old wolf form. You all know and love. Let me change the side to the wolf form just so.
Who's a good boy?
Shut up. He sees the opportunity to attack him and shouts out, "Give her back!" and run at him. No, he won't run him yet. He's going to activate Rite of Flame.
Okay.
I have Flaming Claws.
So you see these flames. Just describe it to me.
So I got 1 damage off of that. So
Let's get a bit of flavour in this.
yeah, his claws kind of shoot out of his paws, and they kind of like spark and ignite. Every single one of his claws, every single one of his fingers are just ablaze. It gets on all fours and pounces at him and does an attack.
Yeah. Make sure you take the 1 damage off.
Watch out.
Yeah, I've done that already.
Amazing.
He's like, yes, I got 1 damage. Whew.
Oh, got that.
Yeah, no, yeah, I was so fucking happy that I only took 1 damage from that. Holy shit. I'm gonna get rid of dueling. Right, phone. Go might. There we go. Wait,
You
am
got
I
24.
fucking
Yeah,
right
yeah.
now? Is that-
He's got bless.
He's restrained. He's
Yeah, so
restrained
20,
anyway.
24 to hit.
Yeah. So let's just have a look.
So that's 10
Ooh.
damage.
Nice.
Oh yeah, I forgot I could have added my bless onto the net as well.
That's too late.
Not for the damage, only for the to see if it.
Does
Yeah.
it actually
yeah.
say restrained? Oh, is it the net?
Yeah,
is restrained?
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
Okay,
he's-
cool.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
fine.
he's got no.
So his attack is with advantage. Is that right? With the
Yeah.
restrained, I believe.
yeah,
Yeah.
I got advantage.
Yeah. So it's 24 anyway. Yeah. Cool. Absolutely hits.
And I will. So that's 10 damage, and then I will.
Amazing.
Can I attack again? Or did that? Did my blood? Did my
Yeah.
activate
Your bonus action is your
Right,
your
fine.
flame, I believe. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. In that case, then don't worry. That will be the end of my turn.
Amazing. It is the shadowy entities go. As you see these things kind of snap into... it's almost like a robotic form where they were dormant. Like, they weren't really paying attention, but as soon as it's their go, they go... and they snap into attention. And they're looking for the biggest threat right now. And the one at the top is going to go for Sentry. Let's see what it's going to do. Let's see what it's going to do. So what can it do?
Ooh, I can already tell this is gonna be a fun fight. I'm excited, dude. This is the shit. This is the shit.
Okay. So, yeah, you see. You see its hands, or what you think its palms, as this kind of figure kind of whirls this spiral of energy and then just kind of like drags it in from you. Very similar to the description last time of the Harry Potter thing, no copyright included. Sucking this energy out of you, and you feel your form begin to sap into its as it's going to make an attack. Do that really high. 17 to hit.
Me.
Yes.
Yeah, hits.
Absolutely. Cool. So, I'm just reading this out because it's a new ability for me. You take 10 necrotic damage.
Cool.
Not over yet. Give me a sec.
Can you not half that because of rage? Or
No.
is it only
Not
specific-
necrotic, no.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and I would like you to take 1 HP from your hit points.
From the total, yeah?
Yeah.
Cool.
So it kind of like you feel it's sucking in your form and your energy as it's draining you in, and you take this damage, and it's painful as it does so. The other one is right by the Jackal. Is going to come around to you. You feel the same thing, this kind of energy being apparated into its form. In fact, I'll do these rolls so you can see them, so I don't have to keep asking. Do 18 to hit,
18 does hit, yep.
and that's 9 necrotic damage.
9 necrotic.
With take away 2 from your total HP.
Cool.
Jesus. The fuck?
Oh, sorry. Strength, not HP. Sorry, my bad, guys. I read that wrong. Put your HP back and take your strength off.
Oh, strength.
Oh, your strength. Oh shit.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
Yeah. So
becomes weak.
Sentry take 1 from your strength, and Jackal take 2 from your strength.
Okay, I'll note what my strength was before. And then I'll take that off. Yep.
Am I right in saying that makes a difference to your HP as well? Just a moment,
No, not HP strength.
Oh, that's Constitution, isn't it? Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. So, yeah, you feel your form getting sucked into this as your form gets weaker as you kind of fall to one side, but you kind of right yourself as you take the damage. Can it do anything else? No, it's just going to stay there and kind of float in your direction, each looking at the focus of what the attack was this turn. And it is now Athena's go.
Athena, now looking, seeing her master attack, she is going to make a bite attack against the shadow figure, seeing it just lash out towards its master. So, bite with advantage because of flanking. 24 to hit.
Who's this on? The shadow?
The shadow, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely hits. As Athena's bite goes straight in, but again, as she's biting in, she rips a bit off, but then it kind of slugs her face into a slow motion and rips out like a bit of jelly. As you don't think it's taken as much damage as you thought.
Okay, cool. Athena's just going to sit there growling, looking furious, and that's the end of her turn.
Amazing. It is the bounty hunter's go. Again, finally. Darkat. Will. Let's have a look. Okay, so the first, he's going to kind of try. Can he make attacks? Did you say?
He can either make 1 attack, 1 bonus action, or move. He can only do one of those 3.
I thought he was also got the net on him. Can he not move?
Yeah. It gives him disadvantage with just so you can read
He's
all of-
super disadvantaged and super can't attack.
There's a difference between like grappled and restrained. One of them like you can move, the other one you can't move at all.
Okay, so he is going to.
that was Sentry doing that. I was about
Yeah,
to
just
say-
show what
He's going to look around and kind of like try and prise his eyes towards and his body towards Jackal as he looks towards you and goes, "Why'd you want to do this, friend? How can we talk this out? I don't want to do this, but you're forcing my hand now." And
Don't get me wrong, Darkhead. I've known you for years, but I can tell deceit when I can see.
and he will basically from his side grab this kind of like long hook, almost like Scorpion style from Mortal Kombat, and he literally tries to prise it out and throws it in your direction. Now, does he get disadvantage with range attacks or anything with these things on him? Just so I know.
just every
So he gets disadvantage on this attack.
yeah.
Cool.
Get over here.
Good luck. Instead of a get over here, it's more of a get over here. Right. That is 22 and an 8, so an 8 to hit.
Yeah, I back
Loving
it
in
away.
there.
Yeah. Throws it in, and it kind of like falls just out of range, obviously with this net being around him, as he kind of slumps to one side and goes, "Yeah, I didn't want it to end this way, but obviously you got some sort of issue with me, friend." As he will end his turn.
Woohoo!
Oh, question: is it an action or bonus action to get out of this net? I think it's an action, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, he will do that anyway. So,
He can't, yeah. But yeah.
Okay, he's fucked.
I mean, let's be honest, he's really
really
really in a pile of shit. So,
I'm
Salvation,
so
your turn.
glad that pulled off, and the fact that it's an intelligence save, I'm like, yes!
Jackal,
Yeah.
you're up. You're on deck. Salvation, you're up.
Can Salvation tell just off the bat if these shadow things are undead or not?
Give me a. I'll let you do this as a free action. Give me a.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, give me. Give me a religion check.
No.
Nat 20.
No, because
Oh.
I've got disadvantage on ability checks, haven't I? Still.
Oh, because
so
you're
it's
a point of exhaustion.
Yeah, a 14.
Still with
it would have been a nat 20 as well.
Still with the 14, you're not sure. You've seen undead like this before, but these forms are slightly different. They're almost they give off the feel of undead, but you just can't quite think what they might be. If that makes sense.
Yeah, because I was thinking like they're behaving like undead, but it doesn't necessarily mean that they actually are
The
undead.
answer is you're unsure.
technically.
The answer isn't no, and the answer isn't yes. The answer is
Okay. No, I'm not going to risk it just now. For now, instead, I am going to. I mean, Darkheart's not moving. Do either of the shadows look particularly like? Have either of the shadows taken damage?
one of them has taken a little bit of damage. As you can see, the form, like, through its kind of torso areas, are like slight holes and gaps where it's the cloud of like mist it's apparating is just kind of folding over, but you can see a little bit behind it.
Cool. So they are taking
So
damage.
the
That's
one,
good.
The one towards the top is probably the worst from the two you can see.
Cool. In that case, I'm going to hit that one. So the one just with Sentry.
Yeah,
With a guiding bolt.
absolutely.
Nice.
So that is
Oh, shit.
that's a
Whoa.
15 to hit.
Okay.
Does a 15 hit?
A 15 absolutely hits.
Nice.
18 radiant
And
damage.
as you let out this guiding bolt, you see that. Is it green, by the way? This bolt.
Yeah.
Yeah. You just see this green energy flow into this this form, and what you see is it go into its mouth area, and you hear it, and it goes, and it literally explodes.
Sick.
Whoa!
Nice.
Yeah. You actually just got rid of it.
Ready.
Don't mess with the cleric.
You exploded it from the inside.
This is why I love
It's a bit like
clerics.
Luke Skywalker with the X-wing when it goes like down, like it just goes into the Death Star.
I would just like it to be noted that Salvation looks incredibly smug right now. End of turn.
Amazing, great turn. Jackal, Willow, you're on deck.
Cool.
Cool. Okay, Jackal is going to look at the shadow and he's going to slash through the shadow that's in front of him with advantage. What, 16 to hit?
This is the shadow.
This is the shadow.
Yeah,
Remember, you've got bless.
Shadow absolutely takes a swipe as it goes through again, but kind of like drags just through the form.
Cool. Okay. Yeah. So using mobile, Jackal is then going to move. So he's flanking Dark Hat from Seiya.
Yep.
Okay, you are going out of. Oh, do you want to do? Wait, do you want to do the other side? I'm guessing he means the other side.
No.
Okay,
doesn't
well,
matter.
you will be going out of the attack of range of the shadow. Just let you know.
Yeah, I've got mobile, so he doesn't get an attack of opportunity.
Interesting. Do you want to mark that trait up so we can have a read?
Yeah. Yep. Of course.
Sorry, it's the first time I've
That's
seen it.
pretty cool.
Is it like halfling nimbleness?
Not quite.
Cheeky breaky. If he hits or misses, you just
There you go.
hit. Yeah.
Basically, you can just ow.
Okay, so you use your action, dash action. Difficult
No.
terrain.
No. So
No,
whenever I make an
breathing.
attack, so it's the bottom bit.
Oh, also when you
so-
make a melee attack, mostly against the creature, you do not provoke opportunity attacks to that specific creature. Rest of the turn, no matter whether you hit or not. Okay, interesting. Cool, good to know.
Yep, so I then move around to Dark Hat. I'm then going to use my bonus action with my dual wielding to slice at Dark Hat, as I say, did you just fucking touch me? And I'm going to slice at him with advantage if things want to quickly load for me, please.
Liz!
Yes.
Hopefully.
Remember, you got blessed, by the way.
Yeah, I will use it on this one, so attack with advantage with bless.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh my god, so many, so many.
Jesus.
He just did all the rolls and checks just for that.
Yeah.
Yes, Jackal, I did tell you to make a religion, perception, nature, and intimidation check at the same time.
You got that one on intimidation.
Jackal's feeling crazy right now. But it's an 18 to hit
18.
with a D4. So
18 absolutely hits, yeah.
cool, and that's for
Lovely.
7 piercing on Dark Hat.
Okay, give me a sec.
Stab.
Stabby.
Okay, give me a sec. Just for the you who are blessed, can you just mark yourself if you don't mind?
Yeah,
Oh,
just
yeah.
put like a little colour on your
Sorry,
token.
yeah.
Oh
just
yeah,
put
I
it-
didn't do that on my. Ah, fuck! I forgot to do that too.
Yeah.
Someone might have to do it for me,
Yeah,
by
I
the
got
way.
you. I got
Yeah,
you,
Tom.
homie. I got you. I got you.
What
Thank you, Mr. Sentry.
Just so I know.
That one. I'm gonna do this one.
No, it's a little green token for blasting. Just so.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean that's cool, but yeah, just so we're that's it.
Ah, no! I want to get rid of the other one. Though. Fuck off.
Okay, that's fine.
There we go.
Cool. Yeah, did some really good damage there. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, end of Jackal's turn, please.
Amazing.
Just a reminder, what exactly does Bless do? Sorry.
You get a D4 added to your attack rolls, I believe. And saving, is it saving throws?
That roll was
Okay.
pretty
Saving throws and attack rolls.
Okay, yeah, I need to do that. Is it every attack roll? Or is it only one attack roll per turn?
every.
Every for a bless.
Okay, that's good. Is that so good?
It's a very OP. It's a very great trait to have, and not many people use it to its ability. So,
It's
Bruh. That is. Oh, especially for me with multi attacks. God damn.
so Jackal, is that your turn?
Yes, please.
Amazing. Willow, you're up. Sentry, you're on deck.
Cool. Right, I'm going to run here, and as I'm running, Willow's going to start. As you see, the rings come back around her arms, and they start moving as a little ball of flame comes in the middle of her hand, and she is going to fire a chromatic orb in Darkat's direction.
Please miss.
A level 2 with a advantage.
With advantage. Let's see if you hit.
Okay, hold on. Give me a sec.
I actually hit.
No, like the first time you're really plowing into this guy, aren't you?
Absolutely fucking.
That was one away from that 20 as well, by the way. One away from that 20.
Awesome.
I'm so glad I hit.
Give me a sec.
No, yeah, this is really helpful. We have so much shit. We don't have to worry about them at all now.
I feel sorry for Darkat. He's just
Yeah, I
getting beaten.
I don't.
I don't.
Kill this guy.
I don't know. You've
Smarty
done nothing.
cat.
He's done nothing to you, really. I mean, he just walked away. Like. Anyway, so
it was,
yeah.
it was his aura. His
Okay, so
energy.
chromatic orb. I believe you
I'm
choose a
playing character.
flavor. Is that right?
Yes, and I chose fire.
To fire. Okay, cool.
My favorite.
Okay, give me a second.
I could have done other ones, but I'm going to stick
No,
to
fire
fire.
is
today. He might
Fire
be
is
cold,
okay.
but I'm
Yeah.
actually really nice, and I'm warming him up. So
Yeah, sure.
he must be freezing, being taken to the ground on the snow. So I'm helping him out,
Okay.
Aw,
So,
I'm being a nice friend.
which one is it, by the way? This is 5 and a 13. Which? Oh, you cast it at a high level, did you?
Yeah, high levels to the 5 and the 13 together.
Okay. Right.
Yeah. 18.
Shit.
Again.
Okay, so
Same.
as you are spalling up this chromatic orb, and he looks back, and he is knocked to the ground, and he is not looking great. His neck is being kind of strangled, and he's kind of coughing up a bit of blood, and he puts one blade in the ground to kind of like balance himself, and he kind of swoops his bloody hair back and looks towards you, Jackal, and goes, "You've gone pissed off the index now." As you do that, you see Goku style this flame behind as his form just from the bottom up just disintegrates, and he's laughing as he's doing this straight in your face. And as he reaches his torso, he goes and it goes into a skeletal form as he disintegrates into the ground, dead.
Oh wow, he killed him. Holy shit.
Oh shit!
He goes to hell!
As
What
that
happens to
happens,
his shadow, by
the
the
shadow kind of like snaps towards you, Willow, and it goes and flaps out of existence.
Oh,
I thought that was good. Yeah, I kind of.
I thought that's why I was
theorized that
targeting
would
him. Do I need to make a wisdom saving throw on that occasion?
I thank
Oh,
you
it's
for
gonna be a
reminding me.
lot.
Yes, you do.
Does our strength come back with this shadow gone, by the way?
Give me a sec, guys.
Why is my mouse being
Asking too many
weird?
questions at the same time. One
Damn,
at a
I
it
thought that was gonna be a
said in
lot
the
harder
thing
than it
short or
was.
long rest. I said,
yeah, you get it back after a short rest.
Oh,
I'm way too early. Man. I thought it was going to be a lot harder than it was. Then
I
everyone
thought it was going to be
grappled
so
him.
much harder. Yeah.
Yeah, everyone. That's why I transformed, because I wouldn't have transformed otherwise. Oh well.
It's fine though. Using the
Yeah, no.
abilities. I
Yeah,
actually
it's
hit with my chromatic orb. I'm a happy girl.
I was going to fucking multi. I
I
got
think
one
you-
turn in that.
Oh, that's why it was advantage. I was like, yes.
Yeah, no.
I have to use it.
I don't like that did do bits.
Oh, I like chromatic orb.
Having
I
a
like
bunch
it
of,
now.
Overpowered as shit, man.
having a
Holy
bunch of teamwork abilities that come together really well.
You guys worked really well as a team.
Sometimes
Yeah.
not always
Like,
good.
really?
but
Yeah,
damage.
you-
Well, my plan was that if he didn't die, I was going to go to the shadow dude. I was going to use my face up ability to see if it could be frightened, and then I was going to teleport on the other side.
Yeah, I thought you were using the chromatic orb on the other phantom. The other...
I was going to, but I thought, well, it's coming from him,
Get rid
so
of the main guy. He's-
Yeah,
No,
get rid- get
that's
rid of
why
the
I was
sword.
focusing on him.
I thought that,
I
but I
thought if I
wasn't-
could attack him enough, they would just like these are connected to him in some way because he summoned them. So I thought.
yeah, that's what I was
I was
thinking.
right. So
Okay,
my beard.
so
I just want everyone to
we
be
are
safe.
out
I just wanted to
of
kill.
combat.
Woo!
Yay! Let's
And
go
the
back.
dust,
That was so much
the
fun.
theoretical dust settles as everyone around is kind of like a bit chuffed about this, and you see this a pile of ash on the floor with just bits of rag and clothes, and you see 3 individual weapons by the side. Jackal, as you look down, and you see his dagger and his crossbow and his flail, and you kind of look up, and Willow drops to one knee as she shivers and quakes, and black matter comes from her arms. I would like
God
Seiya,
damn it!
I would like Seiya, Jackal, and Athena to make dexterity saving throws, please.
Fuck's sake!
Shit.
So, do we get to add a
Did a 13 not pass it?
Yeah. Do we get
Yeah, we had to add a D6 from our blessing, right?
Default.
Yeah.
E4.
D4,
right,
sorry.
so
D6?
Jackal
What
gets 1.
No, you are. Isn't that only on attack rolls?
No, it said
Okay.
saving rolls as well, didn't it?
And so on saving throws. Sorry.
Just read it out.
Yeah.
Bless is amazing. This is the best.
Blissey's the best.
20 anyway. I didn't want to add it anyway. I didn't even need it.
Do it anyway, just in case.
Okay, I'll do it just in case.
Yeah.
And Athena. Oh, I got 7.
22.
Okay, let me just have a thing. Checking notes. Right, what did... So, we'll go Seiya, what did you get?
I got a 22.
22. Jackal, what did you get?
26.
26.
Jeez, that's so
Jesus.
good.
Holy shit.
Where's your
Really
roll?
good rolls, man.
Wait, where did you get a 20? Oh, yeah, you got a 23.
You got 23
plus
plus 3.
Oh,
Three.
plus a 3.
Three.
Nice. Athena, what did she get?
She got 7.
Ooh, right. So as you're looking down on the ground, Jackal, and say you notice this straight away, you see these black tendrils just whip out, trail along the ground like snakes and up towards you. You bat them away and dodge as you've seen these before. Poor Athena gets strangled by this one tendril, and it wraps around her neck. And it throws her to the ground, and she makes a kind of a whelp as she hits the ground, and she takes
No! I swear I got a 13 last time though, it takes.
Not my girl.
4 bludgeoning damage.
I don't know what I'm doing.
That's not too bad.
Someone, Luke, if you can you take that off of Athena, please?
Yeah, does he just have 13 HP regular?
No, it should be higher. It should be 22 now.
Okay.
Yeah, you've done your upgrades and things,
Yeah.
so it's only a little
22
damage. But she
points.
whelps as it kind of restrains her neck, as it continues to kind of grapple her on the ground, as it were, and then it kind of whips back into and scales under the ground back into the arms of Willow, as you see Athena just panting for breath, and she kind of like shakes it off, and Willow's form goes from shivering and dithering and black. You see this kind of rippling energy come from around her. It's like an aura as it sinks back in as she falls on the floor prone.
Jack will immediately run over.
As soon as
Yeah,
this would have started happening, Salvation would have turned to the others and just been like, "Hey, look! There's something on the mountain! Only that there is nothing."
Salvation, stop trying to hide things. We are not blind.
This is all normal. This is all fine.
I love this.
Oh god!
You say the
Make a deception check.
Go back in.
Yeah, okay, go on then. Make a deception check. See if the player's really that dumb.
God, let's roll 1.
Oh,
That's all.
You see them both kind of just look and stare straight at this form,
just like.
and you hear Perilou go, "What is it? And then you hear Garret just go, "Oh, I've never seen this before. What is this?" And they're like,
Normal. It happens all the time. It's fine. It's nothing dangerous. It's all fine.
Games.
Willow, you gotta control that. Whatever it is, it's
I don't know what it is. You gotta control it.
Am I awake?
You are on the floor, and you are semi-conscious, so you're not awake, but your body has just come out of a shock state. So you're kind of like, you are alive, but you are not conscious.
Would she hear what I said through that, or no?
No.
No.
Jackal's going to run over and try and get her back to consciousness, pick her up, give her a couple of light slaps on the cheek.
Yeah, make a medicine check.
Nat 20.
20 bludgeoning damage.
20 bludgeoning damage.
Oh, shit.
She goes down.
So, as it roll medicine?
Yeah, you got 8.
An 8. You kind of like try and kind of jimmy her face, slap it a few times, and try and shake her, and it's just a limp body just on you like this. You can see her breathing. She's not dead. She's just not awake.
I feel like that cat meme.
I'm gonna walk over to next to Jackal and say, "We should probably get her on the car and get moving back to the Dwarven village. We should probably try and get her some rest. She looks worn out."
I agree. Sentry, do you reckon you can manage her?
Yeah, I'll go down. Where the tentacles came out, are there any rips or tears in her clothing as such? Any visible signs of where they came out, or?
Make a Actually, no. You're right on top of her, right? So you just kind of pat her down and having a little look and things, and you can see now that there isn't any sorts like sign of trauma. Almost, it's just purely. Well, it looks like it came out of herself, her form, and it doesn't look like it's penetrated any clothes or clothing.
Okay. Let's put her on the card and move out. And I'll pick her up.
Autobots, move out.
Yeah.
As that's happening, Mr. DM, can I go over to where Darkat died and just investigate if there's anything left? You said he left his weapons. Did he leave the bounty contract at all?
Absolutely. Make just a quick investigation check. Just see what else you can find.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, you got the bounty.
Information on me. No.
We're gonna find your secrets.
Stay away from that.
That's an 11.
You rolled twice. You rolled a 13 as well.
Oh, 13 then.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's very temperamental.
We'll take the first one. So yeah, with the 13, you find a light crossbow.
Mm-hmm.
You find a hand axe. And you find a hooked chain, also known as a flail. It's like an extended flail.
Yeah.
Can I investigate him as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can have a go.
See if
Did I find anything else other than the 3 weapons?
Just a bit of clothing and...
I got a 19.
A 19? As you're rifling
you
through...
rolled an intelligence save.
Oh,
did I do an intelligence save? Oh,
Yeah.
whoop.
yeah, investigation, dude.
I thought I saw the first eye and I was like, oh no.
Everyone's bless is gone because it's only a minute. Also, yes, so investigation 12. Yeah, you just go through the robes and you kind of like look around and there's no sign of anything else, just the kind of ash now blowing away with the wind and mixing in with the snow, making this kind of salt and pepper effect.
Actually, I can't remember. Was the bounty contract handed back to him? Because I remember I had it in my hands to look at it, and then shit hit the fan.
Yeah, that's the reason why I can't find it.
Oh, it's on me. Okay. I'll keep that for now then. I'll keep that for now then. And do any of the weapons look magically inclined in any way?
From looking at them, I mean, they look like normal weapons. I mean, you can try and make a quick Arcana check just to see if you can notice anything magical about them.
Not my specialty, but we'll take it. Hope for a high roll. It's an 8.
They just look like normal weapons.
Cool. Well, I will take Darkat's. Did you say he had a knife, dagger?
So he had a dagger on him, which was a small dagger. which he did drop. Sorry, hand axe, a hooked chain, and a hair light crossbow.
I will take Darkat's dagger as a trophy.
Okay. Yeah, you put Darkat's dagger in. It's kind of it's less than a dagger. It's more the same size as a kind of a letter knife. You know, the envelope knives.
To open it?
Yeah, that one. And you can see now it's kind of encrusted with like blue gems, and the hand axe. The handle itself says his initials on, which is it says DI.
No, that is definitely a trophy. Cool.
And the blade kind of hooks out like what do you call it? Like one of those. I can't remember what the hooked blades are called. Is it a scimitar? I think it's a scimitar.
Yeah.
You want about like
Yeah. So the dagger itself kind of curves round with a nice little jeweled handle. Yeah, it's quite delicate.
Is anybody else interested in any of Darkat's specialty weapons?
No, I'm okay. Are there any remains from the shadows?
No. They have literally... The one you exploded just apparated into the air. It kind of just disappeared with the wind. There's no, like, remains on the floor or anything.
There isn't a coin pouch or anything.
Money!
You can make an investigation check if you like.
Money moves.
Money. Loads of money.
Loads of
Money,
money.
money,
That's a
money,
12.
You're just rifling through the same stuff, kind of like batting over the snow, trying to get his ash off a few things, and can't find any money necessarily.
The I know their names. Hold on. Garret and Garret and Lou. How are they looking?
Quick glance over, frightened, like more so than looking at the Yeti. You've seen their kind of trembling forms before, and they are like trying to keep each other from losing their shit.
I'm just gonna be being like as comforting as possible.
Yeah.
Have you seen those goats over there?
Make a charisma check for me, please.
Oh.
See how well we can do.
Charismatic.
I was going to say, has
Oh man.
No, come on,
Oh man.
not again.
So you're trying to step in front of them after trying to deceive them, and then you step in front of them and go, "It's okay," and they're like kind of like looking over your shoulder.
While they're doing that, I'm gonna go to where the two, pulley bars and try and start moving the cart so we can at least try and make some progress.
Okay, cool.
Do I need to do a strength check or?
Are you gonna do it by yourself?
Actually, yeah, I'll call over Sentry to see if he can help me. Pulling it.
yeah, just as I'm coming across. Garret, Lou, if you're ready to go, we'll start making a move. If you need a hand with getting on the way, you can hop on the back of the cart.
Are you sure about that? I don't want any more of those coming out.
No, it'll be fine. Totally all okay.
Salvation, you're not making it any better. Try.
I'm trying my best here, okay?
Look, there won't be any more of those because that guy is dead now. So get on the back and shut up.
Sure, because coming from the wolf, very comforting.
They're both very indecisive of what they're doing right now. They're taking their time to get over their nerves.
Would one of you like to ride on the back of Athena? She'll be more than happy to take either of you, and she's very warm and comfortable to ride on.
And Boy kind of like goes in front of Garret and kind of like barks at your direction, and you get the sensation that they are from your animal instincts and from what Boy's saying. You get the sensation that he is trying to protect them, but also saying they're okay. Kind of, he's getting a feeling and sensation from them.
Okay, I'm gonna bow down to Boy. I'm gonna say, "Thank you, Boy," and just try and give him a quick nuzzle before I then get up and check on Athena.
Yeah. At this point, I mean, it's going to take them a few minutes to get round, you would assume. So immediately they're not going to go anywhere, but maybe it takes them a few minutes just to get their wits.
Well,
I think they'll just need a few minutes. Perhaps if we try and get the cart moving, then they'll be ready to go when we're done with that.
I'm already on it, and I start kind of like.
Yeah, I'll grab the other side.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Anybody else on the cart?
Athena will also help, and Jackal will help the best he can with Athena.
Okay, so are you strapping Athena on?
Yeah, so Athena, once again,
Okay.
getting Athena nice and strapped in.
Okay, so is it Seiya and Sentry at the front, and no, Seiya the Sentry at the back, and Jackal and Seiya at the front?
I'm gonna wander over to Seiya and cast guidance.
Okay.
Guide me.
I would like anyone who's pulling the cart just to make a strength check for me.
Yes.
Make sure you minus the whatever minuses we gave you.
How
I didn't get any minuses.
Because I'm more so helping Athena than doing it myself.
Yeah, it's Athena who's got it, not you. So
10! Oh, thank God I didn't get that one.
Add a d4.
Add a d4? Okay.
Yep, I guided you.
Oh, yes.
so 15. Oh no, I thought it was,
Oh
that's 11.
11.
That's 11.
Sorry, Fraser, is it
than
strength
10.
or athletics?
no! Yeah, better than 10.
Strength.
One
Or
bar.
athletics. It's up to you.
Oh.
That is a. Is that not raging anymore, right? So that's straight
What's
roll.
with the natural ones, guys?
Okay.
I didn't get a natural one. I got an 11.
That's 4 in a row.
Okay, and
Pretty
for
close.
you've done Athena, which you've got 5. So we're not very good right now, are we? You kind of like.
Well, okay.
So this is how the series of events works out. So you all get into your positions. Seiya at the front with Jackal and Athena, and Sentry at the back. You go 1, 2, 3, and you see the piles of snow have built up around this while you've been doing whatever you've been doing. And you kind of push, and as soon as you push, Sentry pushes too hard, breaks a panel from the back, and 3 or 4 ingots fall out the side. At the same point, Seiya pulls the cart to the left too much, as which brings Athena round towards. So the cart is now facing at a weird angle. It's more like this way. But you have knocked off a few ingots in the process. So all you've done is rotated.
Right.
Salvation's gonna run round, and all of the stray ones she's just gonna whoop and back in.
Okay, yeah, you can do that, no problem.
Let's try and go together, all right? On 3. When I say 3, we all go together.
You're the one that was pulling left.
Shut up. I'm in charge now. Let's go.
Rotten boards on the back here.
In that case, would I still have the roll I have, or can I roll against?
You all roll a strength or athletics check, which I was trying to get to the end of the sentence, but Sentry already rolled.
Well, everyone else is strength, yeah.
Oh.
Hey, Sentry, what was that snapping sound?
Just some ice back here, and I'll just like tuck away the broken panel.
Sentry, make a deception check.
It's fine, you can know the truth.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So
Fair.
I count down.
Jackal, you see the broken part while Sentry's trying to cover up as he's not being that.
It's literally just like
Yeah. You can see the broken
whether
pieces of wood on the
Jackal-
floor.
Whether Jackal believes it or not, or whether he sees the wood, he's just going to say,
Okay, well just watch yourself back there.
All right. So Seiya's gonna count down from 3, and on 3, we all go. 1, 2, 3, and then we all go.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
19.
12.
What did
Double
Athena
19.
get?
sorry, just trying to get her roll up now. Did you say or athletics?
Athena,
Or-
athletics or strength, but I'm guessing it's just strength there. Or what's your plus?
He is proficient in athletics.
Oh,
so
nice.
she'll have athletics.
Absolutely. So you all go on the count of 3 as you then push, for this time, out of the trudged snow and the kind of like mound that you tried to push it over last time and failed, but it kind of brushed away from the last time, and you manage to fling it forward and it gains a bit of momentum.
Very nice.
We go to the Dwarven Town.
At this point, where have you put the contract, just so I know, Jackal?
I'm going to keep it in the inside of my jacket pocket.
Okay. How much did you look over it before? Just so a matter of interest, did you give it a good read or did you just skim it before?
Yeah, so it would have been in the situation. It would have been a bit of a skim read because he would have been keeping an eye on Darkat, and he's going to sort of save it for a proper read later on.
Okay, make a history check, please.
Yep. Bless doesn't affect us in any way, does it? No.
You haven't got bless anymore.
Okay, cool. Just checking.
Oh,
Okay,
it's a 4.
Also, a quick question. When obviously Darket said pissed off the index, would a Willow heard that? Because I'm wondering if I did, would I have ever heard it in my travels with Jackal?
Also make a history check.
Just that question.
Jackal, you're trying to remember other information on this, and you can't recall. And in the spur of the moment, you both are completely oblivious to any sort of.
I know I'm out of it, but I could be thinking.
Yeah, you're all going. But there's and you just you don't know.
Oh, it's
that's
fine.
It was just get read, so
Okay.
that's all good.
At this point, I would say that Boy has calmed Garret and Perilou down, and they are now like stroking on the floor and kind of throwing a bit of a stick, and they're back to a calmer state than they were before. And Perilou turns to you, Salvation, and goes, "Can you protect us like you did with that, whatever that was?"
Of course. We said we would keep you safe until we get you back, and we intend to keep that promise. Do not worry, it is not far back to the town now, so you will be okay.
I've travelled this road before, but it seems longer now. Probably because of the events we've just had.
Just very tired. Don't worry, we'll be back before you know it, and you will have a nice mug of meat in your belly, and you will be with friends again, and it will all be good. Probably.
And Garret overhears this and goes, "She's not a mead girl. She's more of a wine."
Well, whatever it is you drink, that.
Dirty cheater.
And he will grab Boy and kind of stroke him and head towards the cart, as well as Perilou as well. So they will all kind of hop on the side next to the ingots.
Yeah. I'll give him a hand whilst I'm pushing him to get him on. Whilst I'm pushing on the back as well, exerting myself. Anyone who may see some blue will shimmer out from some of the crevices within the metal, as I will use second wind.
Hey,
Gain some HP.
that sounds like a certain trait from a certain class.
Yeah, multi-class.
Brilliant. So you see this kind of, it's almost like Transformer style, I would say. Like it kind of like spools up in a way.
Oh, the exact HP I needed. Plus 10. Back up the full.
You absolutely gain momentum on this, and I'm guessing everyone is strapped up and starts moving, and they kind of shove off with a push. Salvation, where are you on this expedition as everyone else? And Willow, whereabouts are you?
I don't know.
I'm gonna be wandering alongside the cart.
So you're going to be walking alongside. Willow, what about yourself?
I don't know. I'm sleeping.
Wait. What?
Oh yeah, isn't she on the cart?
I'm semi-conscious.
Not
I'm
on
not
the
really
cart.
out.
You're on the cart.
Why
I'm
am
out of
I
it.
completely forgot that you're dead. Okay.
I'm dead.
Yeah.
I'm dead.
Of course she is.
Don't panic us like that.
So okay, I'll ask the party. Where are you putting Willow's body as you're moving?
On the
Can you
cart.
put it in my corpse?
Yeah,
On the
Sentry we put her on the cart. Yeah.
Let's
Yeah,
just
we
hope
did
he
say
didn't
that a
do it
while
when
ago.
it failed and she didn't roll off. But hey, let's not get into detail.
We see ingots
Well.
fall off. We do not
Jackal.
see Willow's just still in the snow, just like
Yeah, we'll say.
We get to the tower. It's like, has anybody seen
We'll say by the time you got it moving, you put Willow on. I mean, might be a bit
Yeah.
more stern on that in the future, because in case you
That's
literally fling her off a cart. But hey,
Woo!
that's fine. I'd
I
assume
could just
someone would be
imagine
looking
moving
after her.
it, and like Willow just stays still and drops to the ground.
So as we're moving, so wait, is Jackal's riding Athena, right?
not
yes.
riding Athena.
Oh, no.
Helping Athena.
Oh, helping Athena.
Yeah. So I'm like helping Athena pull it. I'm not.
Okay,
riding
well,
it
you're
myself.
next to me, right? Because Athena, me, and you're at the front, right?
Yeah, I'm going to be on like the outside edge of the car because that's where I'm going to get easier leeway and not get caught in the car.
Okay.
But it's going to be
So,
like you, Athena, then me, like going across.
so as we're going, Seiya's kind of look at Jackal and say, "I saw the contract you want. I want to talk over it when we get back to the town."
That's fine. You just let me have a read over it first, and then we can discuss accordingly.
Yeah, this isn't something to share around. I don't want everyone to know.
Yeah, I can promise you, you'll have my confidentiality on this, but just let me read it first. I need to know what kind of mess you gotten yourself into. But I'm here to help.
He kind of like sighs because he doesn't really want, Jackal to read it. He doesn't want anyone to read it, but he's just like, if that's the best deal I've got, whatever. He's just like, yeah, fine.
You have my word, sir.
Okay, so you guys
Carry on.
are carrying on with the cart.
Yes.
Yahoo!
I would say after 10 minutes of moving and jolting around, Willow, you come to consciousness once more.
Yay! I'm not
And
dead.
your eyes flutter open and you're kind of being shifted around on this jagged, very bumpy ride, getting knocked on the head by some ingots every now and again.
And a loose piece of wood.
Yeah, and a loose piece of wood. And your neck's just falling through the wood. No. And you open your eyes to see, walking beside you is Salvation, and the cart is moving. Got a really bad head, though.
Do I notice she's woken up?
I'm going to bamf out Apollo immediately and just give him a cuddle.
Yeah, so, you'd see that. I mean, she's awake. I mean, you can talk to each other. You can do whatever you like. So, obviously, bamfing out Apollo, poof, you see this kind of cat just come into her arms. She kind of huddles into it, and you see her awake now. Yeah, no problem.
Meow.
Willow, are you okay?
I'm fine. What happened?
So the thing that happened at the dwarf place at night when you were sleeping, it kind of happened again.
Ah, fuck.
Don't worry. Everybody is okay. Athena got a little bit hurt, but other than that, it was just a scratch. It's fine. Everyone is okay. And you are also okay.
I don't feel it.
Well, you're alive, so that's something.
Where are we going? We're going back to the Dwarven Valley.
Yes. We you killed that guy. The shadow thing that was left went poof, disappeared, and then your war happened, and then we popped you on here for now, and we are heading back to the dwarves.
Okay.
When you say you're not okay, what do you mean? Are you feeling fine?
My head hurts a little bit, but it just feels like I've been hit in the head quite hard. Either that, or I've had a bottle of whiskey by myself.
Oh. I mean, I know how that feels. It is not good feeling. Can I reach into the cart and stick a hand on her forehead?
You can.
Yeah. I just sort of go like, feeling for like a temperature
Yeah, make a medicine
or
check.
anything. Okay.
Am I hot, cold, sweaty?
1,
You feel those sweaty palms.
2, 12.
12. With a 12,
Yes,
I would say that you feel a slight sweat. You would assume that would be anxiety or some sort of nervousness. Not necessarily a temperature. But yeah, she seems fine in herself.
I think you are okay. I think you're in a little bit of shock from waking up and being like, what happened? But other than that, I think you're okay.
How's Seiya doing, by the way? Have you seen him?
He's pulling the cart. Why?
I don't know, like...
Oh,
he didn't
you
seem
mean...
very happy about Darkat coming, so...
Oh,
just
yeah,
wondering
that
if
whole
he's
thing.
okay.
I'm assuming that he's talking to Jackal about it, but I'm not sure. I'm going to be honest, I haven't been paying much attention to all of that.
Oh, you
I
don't
believe-
want to.
Whilst we're in the company of the fine Garret and Lou, we should talk about this possibly later on.
Sounds good to me. Perception.
I got the 19.
Yeah,
So
I
it's-
see.
Well, are we all doing a perception?
Yeah, everyone.
Yeah.
Oh.
I can't wait to take another rest.
Oh.
Okay, so
I just want to be able to roll normally
Me
again.
and like 11, 12, and 13s right now.
okay, so
It's a sign.
as you're kind of like moving your way forward and you're having this conversation with Salvation, something catches your eye, Willow, and at the same time, both Garret and Perilou kind of like notice it at the same time, and you kind of look to your right, and it's almost like you can hear chains. There's way too much snow just covering the sides of this cliffside, but it's almost like you heard the rustling of a certain chain.
Does it sound
Athena's
like
got a
the
23
same
as well, by the
sort
way.
of like did the polar bears have chains on them?
You cut their harnesses off. So
Oh, was it cut? Okay.
Yeah, it was
never
like
mind then.
it was like
Oh, I thought it was chains. Never mind, then it's not the polar bears.
Leather.
Sentry, Sal. I assume probably other people hear it, but do you hear that those chains? And I'll point in the direction.
No.
It sounds like chains.
Janes.
Yeah, like loads of them.
Listening
Good.
closer for it, do we hear anything?
at this point, Athena is already walking towards or starting to walk towards a certain direction. Jackal, what do you want to do? She's not moving with you. She's rearing off to the right, so she's going off to where. And at this point, as soon as she started walking, that's when you heard Willow speak about chains.
I'm gonna tell Athena to stop. So, Athena, girl, what's wrong? Where are you going? You know the path's that way.
She kind of gives a really deep growl moan, like a.
Hearing that, I'll like lean up over the side and go, Jackal, I think she's hearing what we're hearing. It's like chains or something, but it sounds doesn't sound good.
Can I start walking in that direction?
You're definitely not sure on something.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this sound is about 40 to 45 feet away from you, just out of the sight of where this shale and snow is being thrown around. So you can still kind of see, but it's so distorted. You're gonna have to go closer to see what's going on.
Have we?
Yeah, I
sorry,
wanna
have we
start
left the
sneaking
cave?
You've left the alcove. Yeah, it's not.
No, yeah, we've been walking for like what, 10 minutes or so.
About 4 or 5
Okay,
minutes.
so we're
not-
back out in the open.
You're
yeah, we're
you're
on-
currently making your way out of the mountain pass, so you can see the exit of where you come from. You're just making that final leg, which is just either side. But
Yeah.
just on the way out, on the right hand side, you heard. This is where you're hearing this chain, these noises.
That's where we. That's where we heard the or saw the cave bears run down after the goblins. So
You would assume that this is an entrance to where you come into. The exit from the other side may be somewhere further on, where they run to.
Yeah, I'm just
From
gonna keep
using your
going
general
towards the sound.
Yeah, I'll jump off and I'll walk with Salvation. I'll have I'll have Apollo on my shoulder, scanning the area as well.
Jackal's going to proceed to unsaddle Athena from the cart, so then she's free to move.
Okay. So, I would like your marching order as you're going towards this chain.
I'll be
Nice.
behind Salvation, if not next
I'll-
to her.
I'll go up front.
Okay?
Yeah, I'll be second then.
I'd
Okay.
imagine I'll be towards the back unless Sentry waits, because it's going to take me some time to unsaddle Athena.
Okay. As you're walking towards, you hear Garret and Perilou just go, Be safe. I don't know what that is.
We will, don't worry. We just want to make sure the area's safe for you guys before we move on.
Just to answer your question, Sentry, tunnel?
we're in the mountain pass, the tunnel through the mountain.
Yeah.
Is-
So
into the Dwarven Valley.
Yeah, no, so basically, just to remind you guys, so you went through the Dwarven Valley, you hit a plain, a plateau, and then you hit these mountain pass, which is just huge rocks either side, and just the pathway through where you're at now. So each side is just sheer wall of mountain.
Oh, we're back at the sheer walls that leads to the Dwarven bit. Oh shit! Oh my god! Sorry, I thought
you haven't
we
gone
were,
into the Dwarven Valley just yet?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's just a little bit ahead.
Yeah.
There's sheer rocks.
You've got to go through a plain, and then you get there. Yeah. But you're just at the edge of this end.
We were still, in the.
Okay.
In the, oh, so that's why I was confused on it. We skipped it.
I'll get it.
So, as you are walking towards and Salvation, it takes you no time at all to see this. And what you see, Salvation, straight away is this figure, humanoid, quite large in size, on its knees in kind of like tattered winter clothing. And you can see to the side of the mountain is a kind of a piton, but it's like nailed into the stone with a chain and around its neck, and it's just there, just like in the fetal position kind of, but standing up.
Does it look like it was climbing and fell, or does it look like somebody attached it there to keep them there?
It's almost like, if you had to put it in description, it's like when you tie a horse up and stop it from moving.
That's what I was afraid of. Okay. Right, so I'm just going to sort of like stop and then just sort of like hold her hand out to stop Willow as well, and just sort of not go within combat range.
Yeah,
and just shout out. Oh.
Yeah, go on. No, carry on. Sorry, that's me.
I'm just going to shout, hello? Who are you? Show me your face.
It takes a second, but you, as soon as you say hello, it like shifts up, and you can see the face now through this hood, and the skin is like a green tint as the hood kind of like flaps back, and it looks back straight at you and goes, Salvation, is that you? And that's where we're going to take a break.
Backstory!
Yeah. So this is where I say we'll be back in a minute, but...
Did Darka have someone else and like pinned him up while he came to us?
Who knows?
What?
BRB!
No! Good lord, no.
We started recording once more. Just so you know.
Oh god.
Yeah, that's where to start.
Inside joke.
Welcome back,
Okay.
everyone.
My glasses are on, which means serious business.
Crazy.
I forgot to put my glasses on actually as well.
So just before we hit a break, we saw our party form into a single file almost, or small group, going into this sound of the chains. And as they traverse closer and closer within 40 feet, 30 feet, and what Salvation clocked is this head jump up and snap into a direction. As she shouted out, what did you shout out?
Who are you? Show me your face.
So, this figure, clearly, you can see a kind of a choke with a chain attached or pinned to the mountainside, as it brings back its hood with a kind of stumble, as it kind of looks back and looks towards you and stares into your direction, Salvation, with these very prominent hazel eyes. As you see, and I'll show you first because you see it clearly. I'm going to do this in cool style. So,
Whilst you're doing that as well, Fraser, sorry. From the cart, can I see them as well, or is it misted over?
so far all you can see is like shale. And Salvation, you have a look very, very quickly into these deep hazel eyes and this slightly greened hair and green skin, and you recognise the face immediately. I would like you to check your inventory, please.
Inventory.
Your journal, sorry. Not inventory.
I was saying, I'm like, what? What does this have to do?
Oh, I like the picture you chose. Okay, so I'm assuming I just recognized her straight away.
Yeah.
Okay, so Salvation is just gonna shout, Batul, is that you? And she's just gonna leg it towards her and throw her arms around her.
She kind of like goes from like this really horrible kind of gaze, kind of beaten up. Her face is half bruised, and she's got cuts coming from her eye, and you can see her jaw's possibly been broken at some point, and she's not looking in great shape. And she looks straight at you and goes, and she takes the hug and she goes, where have you is this you, Salvation?
It is. What on earth happened to you? And I'm gonna try and take the chain off her neck.
Where is he? Where is he? Where's
who?
The
the bounty hunter?
Yes.
We took care of him. He had you. Why? What happened?
I was taken. Salvation, I was taken.
Do you mean you were taken? Taken from the temple?
No, from we were visiting Lonelywood, and I was with a group, and they thought I was somebody else, and we tried to hide from these shadows, and we saw him in the bar. We knew it was him. He took us in our sleep.
Is anyone else with you? Did anyone else get taken or hurt?
I woke up on this chain, following him, not knowing where to go. I've been in his captivity for days.
Oh, Batul, I am so sorry. I'm just gonna give her a gentle hug. You are injured, yes?
Yes.
Okay. Don't.
And she kind of
Don't worry.
winces at her arm. You can see her arm's out of place.
Seeing her now, can I see what race she is?
At this point, are you all walking closer?
Yeah, I'm basically walking closer, but like keeping my distance, letting them have a moment.
Yeah, you can definitely see what race she is, and you can see now her hood's back and the kind of wind's blowing through her face, and you can see through the blood and some of the disformities. And I shall place it in all of your journals.
Woo!
Sorry, he might have mistaken you for me. I'm not sure how, but yeah.
I mean, I don't see how that would be possible. Seiya, you are. I mean, you don't. He doesn't.
Unless he has a
I have
different
two forms.
objective.
So everyone but Sentry should have this in their journal now, as you're close enough.
Oh.
And what you see is this
I like that artist too. She's really good.
This very beautiful, or would-be, orcish girl.
She is an orc.
I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds.
Yeah, cast a spell.
I'm gonna cast it at 2nd level purely for slot purposes.
Okay.
But also because heals. 10 healing.
Yeah, so you kind of like do your thing with your amulet glowing, and she kind of steps back and goes, "Oh, you're what are you doing?" Oh, my head.
Remember, I can do a little bit of healing stuff.
I remember.
And I'm gonna start talking to her in Orcish now.
Yeah. Okay. So from now on, obviously, just disregard whatever the whoever. Does anyone speak Orcish?
Nope.
I think I do.
I was going to say, I think.
Yes, I do. I speak Orcish.
Do you, Willow?
No, unfortunately, I don't.
Jackal, are you there as well?
And I don't have tons.
Jackal is here.
Yep.
Jackal does not speak Orcish.
Okay. Neither does Athena. So, yeah. So
you never know.
We don't know.
Athena speaks
everyone but
meow,
Jackal.
meow,
Meow, meow. Everyone but Jackal and Willow would hear this. So yeah, carry on.
How long have you been gone? When were you last at the temple?
It's been a few months at least.
Few months. So pretty much. Wow. Okay. Okay, I was wondering what the situation was since I left, but I guess you wouldn't know.
I don't.
Okay.
I don't know. Not much has changed from what you remember, but it's good to see you, Salvation.
You too, Battle. And back in common again. I'm just glad you are okay. We are making our way to the dwarven city. We were on a couple of quests. It's a bit of a long story, but after I left, I came across 10 towns, and I ran across these guys in some trouble, and I've kind of been traveling with them ever since.
She kind of gives you a really struggled wave, like a. Yeah.
I'll just turn around. Everyone, this is Batul. We grew up at the temple together for a very long time. She was my only friend in this world.
I go
Lovely
over
to
to
meet you.
Salvation and I say in Orcus, just so less people, I suppose. What exactly is this? What did you do at these temples?
He speaks Orcish? She says Orcish.
Yeah, I looked at her and said, none of your business right now.
Say, do you mind being rude to my friend? Also, this is news to me too. I didn't know he spoke Orc either. This is the first time I've spoken it in front of people.
Look, there's a lot
okay. All right, KG.
I'm sorry to interrupt this reunion, but Badoo, I mean, first of all, lovely to meet you, but what exactly was this hunter doing with you?
Why did he ping you up here as well? Bit of a strange location to keep his prey. Don't take offence.
He was saying something about finding his next target, and he said something about a boy. I was just worried for his life, as he was ruthless. And
did he say anything about this boy?
Not much. That he needs to. I overheard him talking to someone. I don't know who it is. About something that he needs to die.
That may be me. A lot of people want me dead.
Nice to see you alive.
But don't worry.
It's alright. I apologize for being rude. I'm just very stressed right now, okay?
But I'm sorry, you didn't answer my question. What exactly was the hunter doing with you?
It's Salvation can probably take you in for some of my history, but we were seen on the outskirts of Lonelywood, and he came out of nowhere, and it's not like we were alone, and I was with 3 of my friends. I'm not sure where they are. And he took me and chained me up, and this is all I know. I don't know anything.
Who are your other friends?
There was 2 halfling girls and a human, and they were my best friends. They from not so long ago.
Would you know these friends, Salvation?
She kind of goes. She probably would, and she gives you the name. She goes, There was.
No time.
Yeah, that's it. There was Tegan, the halfling. There was Seiya, her sister, and the human was Beatrice. And we were all just. We were doing deeds, and we were just trying to make some money, and I don't know what. And she starts crying.
I'm just going to take her face in my hand and lean my forehead against hers. It's okay, Batul. You are safe now. We are somehow reunited again. Honestly, I have been worried all this time that you faced some kind of punishment for, helping me with the... Well, but it seems that was okay. So we will find the others. Were they You haven't seen them since Lonelywood, or they were with you with the bounty hunter?
The bounty hunter, he summoned these entities, and before I knew it, I was blacking out. My energy was sapping away from me, and I couldn't do anything. I couldn't move. Salvation. I couldn't do anything, and I got dragged away. And I don't know what happened to the rest. I'm not sure if they're alive.
Okay, well, we have faced these things ourselves, but we took care of them.
Apollo's gonna walk over and she's gonna start like purring on her. Basically, doing the pet calm down. Pets know you're upset.
Yeah.
And they come and like try and give you attention. Apollo's gonna do that to try and calm her down a little bit.
This is Apollo, by the way.
Hi, cat.
Meow.
I'm sure the others would be fine. They are strong. I'm sure if they were left, they would have made their way back to the temple, and Bane is with them, so I'm sure they will be okay.
Have you been following since you left?
Yes, of course.
Have you spread the word? Did you get anywhere with your plan?
I have been speaking about him as much as I can. He actually spoke to me the other day. He hasn't spoken to me since I left the temple.
Her eyes shoot open wide, and she goes, "What? Bane spoke to you? What?"
There may have been an incident with an avalanche. I may have nearly died.
An avalanche? Died?
It's a very long story, but I am okay now. And he just popped up and he gave me a little bit of help. I mean, still Bane, so still very serious. But I'm just so glad you are okay. You will accompany us to the city, yes? We can make sure that you get a good rest and you have time for these wounds to heal properly.
Looking at Battle's reaction to Bane speaking to her, because obviously Willow was able to determine that Bane doesn't speak to people at all. So is she like really shocked that she had contact with him? I can prove my point.
As soon as you, you're close enough to hear the conversation, and you were speaking in common, weren't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You basically saw this conversation happen. As soon as she mentioned that Bane spoke to her, her eyes kind of shot up like this, this kind of excitement. Like you just give candy to a kid, like, oh, no way, like, oh my god.
Salvation seems oblivious to this reaction.
Okay, that's fine. Just wanted to, yeah.
Seiya's kind of butt in. If it's same to you, can we carry this conversation on the wagon? Because we want to get to the city before dark.
Of course. Battle, will you come with us?
Did you unchain the chain?
I said, right at the beginning, I was going to try and take the chain off.
How did you do it?
How was it tied?
So at the moment, it's just like a what do you call it?
You say it was like pitted into the wall when she had like something around a
I'd call it nice and easy to come on.
I'm trying to think of the word.
What do you call it?
Collar?
No, like handcuffs. What they're called in D&D times.
Oh, shackles.
Shackles, thank you. It's like a shackle that's basically kind of bolted at the back, and there's no obvious kind of cut loose or like switch or latch or keyhole, and it's just a chain pitted to the wall.
So I would have tried right at the beginning.
Yeah,
but then now that we're heading off, I'm gonna steal on steal.
I try and slash at the chain, see if there's any weak points. See if I can just with my claws. Is it nailed into ice, or is it like
So you can see it in the rock, but obviously it's been piled on with a bit of snow, so you can kind of see it like wedged in, and this pit is like massive. So it looks like it's had some force to it.
Okay, well since it's got like snow and shit around it, I've got my Rite of Flame still from the last fight. I haven't turned it off.
Okay.
So I'm gonna try and pull out the pin. Basically, I'm trying to free her.
Yeah, make
Can
a
I-
strength check if you want to do it.
Yeah.
Can I be really intelligent about it?
Okay.
Can I look at the material?
Absolutely.
What sort of metal is it?
Make a Make a general intelligence check, see if you can figure it out.
Cool. That's a 15.
15, you can definitely tell it is iron.
Awesome.
I mean,
if you can't, yeah, I'll let you guys go. So.
Yeah, I'll try and break it. So let's go.
Yep. Okay, with an 11, you kind of like and just go at it, and nothing happens.
Salvation. I've got an idea.
Okay.
Take it off the wall if you can. Put her on the wagon. We'll make our way back. We'll rest up, and I should be able to change that material into something else to free the shackle off her neck.
Oh.
You'd have to give me a bit of time to do it.
Okay, Pato, don't worry. This is Willow. You can trust her. She is a good friend. And I'm gonna go over and I'm gonna try and yank the Pitten out of the wall.
I'll give her a hand if I can.
So, one of you make a strength check with advantage, or both of you make separate rolls.
Not me.
That'll make it just a straight strength for me then.
Yeah, straight strength for you.
Oh wait. Oh yeah. Shit. Fuck.
No,
Thank you for being honest, because I keep forgetting.
Ooh, 17.
That's
pretty good.
Very good. So you kind of go and you find this inner strength, and you look at Batul, and you kind of like, fuck, I'm going to get you out of here. And you kind of go, and this kind of bit of rock follows with it, and it goes, and it falls on the snow. And you kind of manage to fashion this huge pin out of this bit of rock that's fell off the side of this mountain. Yeah, and she's now got a shackle around her neck, but like a dangling chain with a pin on it.
Instead of putting her on the car, I'm going to take this chain. I'm going to kind of try and wrap it around my arm, and then I'm going to stick my arm underneath her, and I'm going to sort of like walk with her.
Yeah, sure, you can do that.
Helping her along.
Yeah. What's everyone else doing?
Can I say what the time is, please, DM?
You bloody can, you annoying person. So,
What is the time?
you roughly got up quite early from the ice cave, traversed down through the mountain pass, had the encounter with Darkat, another conversation, all the way down to here. That was probably about 3-ish hours. So I would say, I mean, at this point, I will also tell you, because I'm going to keep track of the daylight here. The day kind of started when you entered the mountain pass. It's still light, just so you know, but you can gather that it's going to get dark quite soon. So it's roughly going to be about, well, okay, exactly, about 10:46 in the morning.
Okay.
Well, I'll at this point I'm going to be going back to try and to go back to the my brain
Wagon.
the wagon. Yes, to pull
Let's
it.
go back to the wagon.
Did I get
Sentry, sorry.
Sorry.
Oh yeah, I'll tell you about that in a sec. Sentry, while this has been happening and while they have been over there, just zoom back time a little bit. Can you make a perception check for me, please?
No.
With advantage, because you're just standing still.
Alright.
Doing a scan of the
6.
area.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Okay, you saw Athena do a poo.
Good to know that Athena stays healthy.
Noted.
With a 6, can you work out if
After her large meal the night before,
Are you sure it's got no fish bones in it?
possibly.
Really dirty girl.
Lou and Garret are they're right in the cart. They're not. They're now in safety. And
Yeah, they're on still just hunkered up on this cart with Boy by his side.
good. Yeah, and I'll just be keeping a watch out.
Okay. Yeah, you just see this poo and. Yeah, and now they're coming over and kind of Athena kind of like tries to like, you know how cats kind of like scoop their little.
Oh yeah, like
Yeah.
do a little dig.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
If it's right out in the open, I'm just gonna leave it where it is.
Okay. So you carry on,
It's just Sentry doing the awkward. Oh,
So at this point, Vitol is back, obviously with Salvation, and obviously now Sentry, you see this, and I will I will place it in your journal, so you can see what she looks like. You see this very beautiful, orcish figure, but it is quite been a little bit beaten up and worse for wear, but you can see through that, and you can see these really glowing hazel eyes and greenish hair and glowing skin come straight towards you under the arms of Salvation.
And she's still got a chain on her.
Yeah, she's got a shackle around her neck and a chain that's wrapped around Salvation's arm currently.
I'll just wait for them to get over. Also, orcish, half orc or full orc?
Full orc.
Full orc.
Oh, look.
Full orc.
Calm down, Salvation. I can answer the question. I know your backstory better than you.
Whoa, whoa.
I joke. So you kind of make your way over to the cart, and I'm guessing you hook everyone back up so you can start moving gear. You can see it.
Well,
you can see right now,
they
like
get
Garret and Perilou are getting a little bit chilly, just staying still, but they're huddled up together, not really saying much.
Is who's in the chains? Did you find somebody else and put them in the chains?
No, it's one of Salvation's friends. It looks like Darkat had her, so we're taking her back with us.
Would she like to be out of the chains?
I mean, you can try. I was gonna do it where I could change it into wood, and then it would be easier to break off because I don't want to risk injuring her because she's really badly hurt at the moment. So I could make it into wood, which should make it easier to break. But it's completely up to you, to be fair.
If I have a look at it, is there a keyhole?
Make a quick investigation check, and she will basically, as you come over, she'll be like, "Who's the iron person?"
Oh, yes. I forgot he could be a little startling at first. This is Sentry. He is... Honestly, we're still not quite sure what he is. Every time we ask, he just says, "I'm a friend." So we're honestly not sure. But he big metal man. He very strong.
Why
He
is he
also a friend.
He kills things real
Why is he
good.
touching my neck? What is he doing?
Oh, I think he's looking for a way to get this thing off you.
Oh,
Apologies, I'm Sentry Dawn. I'm just trying to see if there's a key or some way to get this off of you. Did you see him with a key or such to lock this on you?
I'm Batul. Nice to, I suppose, meet you.
Pleasure. I'll hold my hand out and stop investigating for a second.
She just looks at it very curiously and carries on speaking to you and goes, he placed it on my neck and I heard a clank from the back, but there was no key, I don't think.
Having a look over it, and with her describing it being on the back, I'll take a closer look at the back section. Does it look like there's any mechanism at all that?
Yeah. So I mean, with a 4, you can't really see much, but you can see the shape, and the shape is basically just a very jagged iron front, not comfortable to wear at all. You can see the rash it's left under her neck, and at the back it's kind of a box shape, and you could assume there might be something there.
Cool. Would a set of thieves' tools be able to get that open?
You want to give it a go?
Yeah.
It's not hard to see. I mean, a 4 for investigation, really, you can just get the shape. You don't really know what you're looking for.
Yeah, that's fine. I will pop off from the back of his left hand one of the plates which comes up and over, and he'll pull out some finer tools.
Okay.
Place it back over and have a look to see if there's anything that he could ting or tang or move to get it off.
Ting tang, walla walla bing bang.
And all that.
Are you able to give me any help to get this off your friend, Salvation?
Of course. What? What do you need from me?
Hey, whatever you think you can do.
Contribute.
Perhaps hold her neck still, so then when Sentry's clanging around with the locks, it keeps it nice and easy for him.
Are you looking for a help action or a guidance?
Hey, maybe a bit of both.
Okay. I guess
I think if you
guidance.
help, it will give
I don't know if she can help, but I was predominantly.
If you are helping, just let me know.
I'm gonna hold her. I'm gonna hold her hair out of the way and just sort of like hold her still.
Okay, yeah.
Me?
So you can do that, no problem. I wouldn't say you need to roll for that.
Yeah.
You're just holding her still, yeah.
Wicked. So these tools check and guidance just in case. /R. That is a 27.
Yeah, with a 27, I mean, probably the highest roll of this campaign so far, or close to anyway. I would say with the really terrible check looking around, it does take you a few minutes to find out what you're actually looking for. So I would say 3 or 4 minutes go by and you're kind of knocking on it and twizzling it, and at the back there's this box, and under the box is like a shifted plate, and you eventually manage to pry it off and it goes dink like that and it clips under, and underneath is a series of mechanisms. Jackal, how close are you to this, by the way?
Pretty close.
Make a history check for me, please.
Ooh.
Yeah,
That's a 5.
you've seen a lot before, and basically, yeah. So, Sentry, you continue to pry this thing with these kind of 2 tweezers, and your fingers go into these different kind of motions and go, and you hear it, and it kind of just goes, and it opens up,
Awesome.
and she kind of goes,
Thank you, Sentry.
Thank you, robot, iron thing.
You're welcome. Do you want to keep this or?
No, I don't.
I'll keep it undone. Looks so it can be used again or no?
You fashioned it in such a way that you didn't break it, so yes.
Okay, I will stick that in my bag if I can.
Yeah, add 1. Let's call it a bounty shackle.
Back.
Isn't it attached to the chains that are also over Salvation's shoulder?
Yeah.
Oh damn!
Would you like the rest of the chain as well? Is that going to fit?
How much chain are we talking?
It's about 1.6, 1.7 meters worth. Not quite 2. Slapped into the, which is in the end, which is a large pit. So I would say it's quite a heavy thing, and it will be roughly about 8 to 9 pounds in your inventory if you were to put it in there.
Cool.
Sure. Yeah, if I can, if you don't mind, Sal.
Of course not.
Keep it. No sign that we've been around, and I'll just pop it in one of the compartments on my back.
Yeah, no problem. You add that to your inventory.
Okay.
Go back
What do I
to
call it?
holding the tool.
Moving again then, guys.
Shackle with 1.6 meter
Yeah.
chain. Cool.
Bro, he's gonna be like Simon from Castlevania, just.
Yeah, that's literally what I'm thinking.
So basically, you
Pretty
see,
good,
obviously, Batul get released from these chains, and she kind of just jumps up on the cart and goes, "Do you mind if I take a rest here? For it's been a bit cold."
Of course. Do you need an extra jacket or something?
I'm very cold. Yes.
I take my jacket off immediately,
Okay.
and I'm gonna put it on top.
Okay. So she goes. "Oh."
I don't need
Thank you.
it.
She kind of grabs it and goes, "Oh,
Thank you, Willow.
this is so nice. Thank you." And she turns around to Garret and Perilou and goes, "Hi. I guess you're with these." And Garret turns around and goes, "Looks like we're in the same kind of predicament as you. They saved us, and they saved you." And Perilou turns around to Batul and goes, "Hey, that's right. looks like we're all in the same cart together, as you say. Yeah, we're going back to the dwarven village if you want to come with us. And she turns around and goes, anywhere's better than this place. Yes.
My favourite part is when the DM is talking with himself.
And Athena joins in and goes, meow, meow, meow.
Since I'll just like partially take her cape off, I'll be like, probably best you keep the cape on. You get a little bit chilly. And,
Who's that talking to?
Oh, just to yourself. As you were like partially cape off, I was just like,
Like,
No, don't do
never
it.
mind.
No. And I'll go back to the back end of the cart.
Okay.
I'll start pulling as Sentry starts looking, I suppose.
Okay.
I'm just going to be walking alongside the front, and I'm going to be scanning the area, basically keeping an eye out.
Okay. So how many of you are manning this cart right now? So
I think it's the same as last time.
So
isn't it?
four of you.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
You-
Wait. Yeah.
3, technically.
No,
Well-
3. It's me, Athena, and Sentry.
So
And
okay, 3
Jackal
of you.
helps Athena, didn't he?
Yeah.
So what
Yeah.
you're doing is basically you're pushing it, but the added people is adding more weight, and as you are pushing, it takes a bit of more of a shove this time. I would like you to all make strength checks, please. The AC has gone up. The DC's
All
gone up.
right, here we go. I'm ready for 11, 12,
Just,
or 13.
Before we'll start moving on as well. Jackal, the going round to the side with Jackal as he's getting in place with Athena.
Yeah.
The book and Whisper. The book we found on Asterix. Is there anything within?
Seems to be a book of arcane nature of some kind.
Is it worth if Willow checks it over? Maybe it has an ease. Words? Beeble babble?
Well, it could have words.
Yeah.
That's the word.
Okay. Maybe it's got some knowledge on where the other fellow came.
It seems to be a spell book of some kind, and as it's not our property, it's not mine to give away. So, my plan is to hand it back to them back when we're cozy at the Dwarven village, and Willow can ask them from there if she's allowed to have a look at it.
And Mr. DM, was there any update on my insight check?
I was literally about to get there. Sorry for the delay.
That's all good.
So you were inciting whether she was telling the truth about her friends. Was that right?
Yeah.
As she was saying it, you could see this desperation in her eyes, and from the role you did get, realistically, all you got from it was that she's just a scared orc girl. There might be something more to it, but you're not quite sure.
Okay.
You've seen this kind of
Okey-doke.
behaviour before in terms of panicking, and you don't know whether she's panicking because she's lying or you're panicking because she's genuinely frightened out of her skin.
Cool. Okay, that's fine.
Should we get moving then?
Yeah.
Yep.
Let's
Can
go.
I do? Does it have to be a strength check, or does it? Or
So
can it be
yeah,
a-
so strength or athletics, so same as last time. The
Okay,
DC has
I'll-
gone up, just so you know, as you've added more weight.
10.
That's a no from Len.
Not we met, but Sal, have you guided somebody?
You guided me before, didn't you? Or do I still have guidance?
Yeah, are you guiding him again?
Lasts a minute and you can only use it once.
Well then, yeah, it's a 10 then, because I got advantage with my wolf form.
Sorry.
Oh yeah, no. Have you re-guided someone?
No. Sorry.
Okay.
I mean, you could.
Would you like to have it?
I mean,
like I'm gonna need it.
but you've all already rolled.
I haven't.
So...
Would you like
Yeah,
to
you can keep giving guidance. By the way, it's because it's a cantrip. It's something you can keep giving. It's not limited. By the way.
The mask is. It looks like it might need.
I mean, can I just run around and whack it on all of them?
The people who've rolled have rolled, unfortunately.
Okay, so I'll whack on Sentry then.
Thank you.
I thought you'd already rolled, sorry.
For narrative purposes, you would Sentry would ask for this and go, "Can you do what you did before?" But we'll skip over that.
Click the roll, it's just taking a while now.
Yeah, that's just so you know. It's like bless is different, but guidance you can always use.
Yeah.
That's
I know
why
you can use it.
God.
I know you can use it a lot because it's a cantrip.
Wow.
Oh,
You guys.
not good today.
Jesus.
Never mind.
Why are we all
I mean, we're not gonna die. It's a cart. It's fine.
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
Sentry,
So,
I've got an idea. I'm not sure if it's going to work. You know when I made you big? How about I make you big and it gives you a little push?
so hoping that's what you were going to say.
It's like,
Only in D&D.
if you can, or perhaps on anyone on the front, it's if you can, if it will help.
Okay. Any of you want to be big for like a minute?
Hey!
Okay.
Oh no.
So she's gonna stand about 10 feet back. Yeah, about 10 feet back, and this time there are gonna be like golden red though. Let's say because it's Seiya. Arcane circles going around twisting as she. Same as before, where it's a bit different, but like shadow overtakes Seiya, and then all of a sudden he grows. Are you still in your wolf form, by the way?
Okay.
Are you still in your wolf form?
Yes.
You're a big wolf now.
So
you were casting, I would have
verbal,
said
somatic?
to the guys in the car.
Enlarge.
Is it verbal,
So he's like
somatic? What is it?
verbal semantic.
Semantic, right, okay. So luckily it's
Material
semantic,
bit
so you
proper.
can actually see you casting this, and Garret and Perilou and Battle are aware of you casting this, so they're fine.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I'm not hiding it. And I'm just gonna point at Seiya, and he's gonna become double the size. He has advantage on strength checks.
It's not so much
and let me just put
hiding
it in
it,
the chat.
it's
You
so
guys
much
can
that they
read it.
it's so much that they could get frightened, just so you know.
I was just going to say, as she's casting, I'm going to say to the guys in the car, just a word of warning. Things
Yeah,
are
advantage
about
on
to get weird.
strength saving throws. The target's weapon will grow a little bit bigger, so hopefully it'll just give you guys a bit more to pull it. Because you are big, and this is a small thing, so realistically you should be able to.
You're fine.
Because you're
Alright.
double your size now.
Yeah.
Right,
let's,
so Seiya, just re-roll that strength check for me, please, with advantage.
will do.
So you kind of you
You're
see
willing,
the spell,
so.
you see the spell being passed on, and
Oh,
you
16. That's not bad.
16. Okay, so I would say with a 16, you start trying to push this thing and it doesn't go anywhere, and you're trying for like 2 or 3 minutes, and it's just nothing. And then you see Willow obviously do this, and then Salvation says what she says, and you see this huge wolf form just appear and grow and snap more so, and his voice goes deeper than ever before. And you see this just huge form of Seiya just, and it yanks it forward, and the momentum starts going.
Woo!
Well played.
It's just giant wolf go.
You guys are on the move, and I'm guessing it's for a minute. So
It lasts a minute. It's just to get the momentum
a minute's
going.
up. So you see, like for the first 60 seconds, you see Seiya just like, and he goes, and then shrinks back into his normal form. But you've got the momentum on the cart. So well done, guys.
Lovely.
Awesome. I'm glad that worked.
So
Yeah. Same.
you guys are pushing and pushing or pulling. It depends on who you are, and yeah, you're just taking a kind of a cold stroll through the mountain pass. And as you reach the ends of the mountain pass, you can see the familiar plain, of which you knew is the start or the end of the Dwarven Valley. Would you guys like to do anything while you're there?
No, just going straight ahead. I'll be keeping an eye out, so if I can make like a perception check or something for anything
Yeah, you can
around.
certainly have a look. Anyone can make perception checks if they want to have a look, see what they can find, see if there's anything going
Yeah,
on.
I just want to look around in the horizon.
Might as well.
See if there's anything.
The weather hasn't changed since yesterday, just so you guys know. And
Bibbidi-bobbidi-boo, that's 12.
you would know, Willow. You've only got about 40 minutes till dusk, or the night time, let's just say.
That's fine.
I got a 20 on smell and hearing, though.
I got a 19.
Yeah.
You smell salvation.
I smell snow.
So yeah, you all kind of make your way out of the mountain pass without issue, really. I mean, the travellers and the passengers on the cart are keeping quite quiet to themselves, and you can see that Batul is like nodding off in exhaustion. And sometimes with Salvation, you're having to push her back on if she's going to fall off the cart. As she's kind of trying to make herself a bit comfortable, as this is probably a long rest for her in terms of a well-needed rest, let's just say. And I would say that Seiya, you definitely smell the poo that Athena.
I was like, oh, I wonder what it's going to be.
It made. And for a dog, it's pretty interesting. Very scented. It's got some sort of tang to it that you're not aware of. Possibly a little bit arousing to a degree.
That's that I had the mind of a dog.
But it smells pretty bad.
Smells like shit, yeah.
Yeah, literally. But yeah, you kind of make your way over. You can't really see anything, especially past the shale and the dust and the wind that's going around you at the moment. The weather isn't bad, but it's just the whole blizzard and the natural surroundings of the environment of which you're in. You make your way to the familiar start of this downward traversing valley, and you see a very familiar sight of the walls beginning to come up and up and higher as you're pushing the cart, and you make your way. Unless anybody else wants to do anything, you can start making your way to the city.
Let's go in!
Let's do it.
Let's
Keep
keep
a
going.
particular eye out for any poking ears across the ridge.
Okay. I mean, besides the odd rabbit, let's say you get your rodents and like snow animals that are scurrying around every now and again. You pass, there's some debris of trees and travelling around the shale and things and the rock that's been blown over. There's no issue, and I would say within the few hours that you are travelling, it starts to become darker and darker until you all look up into the sky and you see the familiar of green energy, which signifies the end of the day, or in the Frost Maiden's terms. All reminding you that you are forever endangered. You carry on, and you slowly make your way around the further debris to only see the flickering of tinted lights, which, very familiar to you, represents the Dwarven City.
Woo!
You make your way past the first set of pillars, the second set of pillars, which gets a little bit more structured and regimented, rather than just rock and shale and bits everywhere. You get into this courtyard of very beautifully decorated geometric shapes and patterns on the floor, and you look to your right and there's the familiar rock indent with windows and lights and flickering lanterns, and you see the stairway that leads up to the cat flap as you're going past. What would you like me to do?
Anyone sees me, I'm going to transform back into my human form.
How long does that last again? Just a moment.
It's an hour.
An hour. So I would have said by even the time you got there, you would have gone. So
okay.
It would
That's fine.
have been a few hours to there. So halfway through, I would say just after
Okay.
nightfall,
That's
it it would have.
I just want to say just in case because I didn't want all the dwarves to just suddenly like attack me and be in panic.
But you can feel the winds now, the chills now off you, and you're in this courtyard, and you can see this cat flap or the big iron doors and the stairs leading up to it. And you've got this cart. Are you carrying on or are you stopping?
I'll knock on the cat flap.
Are you? So you first you've got to make your way up. Are you? Because you're literally.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So you stop the cart. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
You make your way up to the top of the stairs. Can I have your marching order as you go up?
I'll go first since I'll knock. So.
Salvation's going to stay with the cart.
Okay.
I'll be behind Seiya then.
Okay.
Is
I'll stay back
Garret
up.
and Lou and
Yeah. At this point, the passengers on the cart have jumped off.
Oh, okay.
The Garret and Perilou find this familiar place. They turn around to Batul and go, "It's all right here, lassie. This is a safe place. You can come in for a bit." And she goes, "Okay. Only for a little bit then." And she kind of follows Perilou, and like looks back at you, Salvation, and goes, "What are you doing? Are you going or staying?"
I'll be there in a moment. I'm just going to wait with the cart for a moment. But you can wait here if you want.
I won't leave you. Not again.
Okay.
you can head in if you'd like. Sal, I can stay by the cart. Get her into the warmth.
Are you sure? Okay.
Just sit beside the cart again.
I'll start walking as well then, and I'll carry on. I'll loop my arm back through Batul again.
Yeah.
Like under her arms.
And you make your way towards the staircase.
Yeah.
I'm guessing? Yeah. So you're all following, except for Sentry.
Oh no, I'm at the cart as well.
Oh, you're at the car as well. Cool.
So I go up to the little flap and just knock on it.
Yeah. Which kind of makes an echoing sound more than anything. So it's more less of a dig, more of a doom 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 doom.
Oh,
Like it's a long because it's a big iron door.
Right.
Of which you knock on, and within a minute or so, you hear the familiar and a very familiar face from perking out from the small latch is this kind of like red-cheeked, bulgy-eyed, grey, gingery beard, ear horn, and he kind of looks at you and goes, "Oh, I see you made it back then. Hello."
We got what you wanted.
And he goes, "What's that? Oh, wait. I think yes. Okay. 1 minute." And he kind of like slides the door shut, and kind of like you hear more locks and clanks and a few moments pass. Are you guys doing anything in that time? Or you just wait for him to open the door?
Waiting for him to come back, I suppose.
Okay, just bear with me. Notes and things. Who dis?
Notes and
Can you note to this?
Okay. And he opens the door, and the door kind of like creaks open with a very loud. And you see the very familiar face and form of this smaller dwarf with this green trench coat. And he opens it and he goes, "Hey, we haven't got all day. Come in. Is everyone in? Where's the big iron guy?"
He's down with the cart.
He's all right. Okay, I'll get Hruna as soon as I can. I'll let him know you've arrived. Okay.
Lovely. Cheers.
Okay. Cheers. And he walks towards the canteen.
Very British.
Lovely. Cheers.
Lovely.
He's got
Cheers, Dad.
a British accent.
And he walks towards the canteen, and you see him trot off. And at this point, you can see that the hall is as busy as you left it. There's dwarves kind of scuttling around left, right, and centre, and it's much more busier than when you arrived the first time. And it was almost bedding down time. And you can see that, like, as you walk in, you can hear the hustle and bustle of this very calming, familiar chamber. At this point, Sentry, what are you doing?
If I'm at the cart with Willow, I'll be because obviously they went up the stairs, so I'll just be waiting beside the cart, putting some of the ingots into a bit of an order, keeping a look around.
Yeah, making it pretty.
Yep. And Willow, are you doing anything in particular, or?
No, I just thought I'd wait with you.
The
Is that okay?
That's fine. Yeah. The feeling better now. Your head.
I think so. Don't feel like I've got a headache anymore. I'm fine. Yeah. Why?
Just making sure all's well. You said it would happen occasionally. Is this more often happening now than it used to?
DM?
For you, yes.
Okay. More than often, yeah. It's not something I can control, though. It just happens. Let's just say it's been quite a long time since this has been happening, so it's a bit of a shock for me. Funny enough, typical it happens when I meet nice people, so...
Did anything happen that you'd care to share for when you went?
Not much, just some things happened I don't quite understand yet, and I think I need to go to Bryn Shander to hopefully figure them out. Just some research on runes and stuff that I need to do, and just so I can understand what this thing is, but I feel like I'm walking on thin ice, if you get what I mean. I feel like I'm
I don't walk
in a lot
on
of trouble.
thin ice. I fall through it.
It's a saying, but that's fine. It's not a good thing, let's say. She's trying not to giggle behind her breath.
Looking over at you, Willow, as well, whilst I mentioned about you going. Did your expression change at all or anything? Or insight check, DM? Or?
Yeah, make an insight check. Jim also agrees.
Yeah.
I could only see half of your frame, so all I just thought was his tail just go...
Yeah. Yeah, it's a 7.
Yeah, with a 7. Do you want to answer this, Willow?
Not much, other than her eyes, like, I don't know, I guess she, like, looked down and faced away from you a little bit when it happened, but not much.
That's fine.
Shall we bring the... Is the cart still outside of the dwarves?
We're with the cart now.
Yeah. Sentry
still
and
with it.
Willow are with the cart. Garret has gone to get Haruna, and at which point, just phasing back into the building, as the party stumble in, and as Garret stumbles in and kind of like, he's exhausted, and a warm room is so delightful for him. He kind of leans on one wall and kind of puts his head back and like looks up and goes, and he kind of looks down and goes, was that Gizzard? And
May have been.
he asks just generally. He goes,
I'm pretty sure, yes.
I can't believe
I could...
he didn't recognize
Yes.
me. Right.
Yes. No. Yeah. It was.
And he goes, he kind of slumps into a sit position, and you see about a few minutes come past, and you see or hear, I would say, the bustling party of Hruna, Korux, and Storn following a very enthusiastically walking gizzard towards you with his trench coat swaying from left to right and his beard and his little horn. And he goes, and he stops and goes, Is that you, Garret? I did not recognise you. And he goes, Hey, it's been a long journey. It's good to see you. And he kind of like embraces him, puts his arm round, obviously comes down to his height, pats him on the back and goes, You look like you could do with a drink, or a little bit more than that. It's good to see you alive, friend. And he kind of turns around to him and he goes, Well, thanks to these, we managed to survive. Otherwise, we wouldn't have made it. But we've lost. And he kind of looks at it and goes, Oh, I see. Okay. Let me find you some food. It's the least I can do. And he goes towards Perilou and goes, You must be Lou. I've heard about you, not seen you a lot, but Garret does speak about you. Come, let's go get you some grub. And he leads them into the canteen as they take their coats off and leave them in the corresponding places where people are putting coats. And it's like a pantry, but it's not. It's more like just an open room where there's a few hooks. In which you did put your coats away first. Sorry, didn't obviously say that in the first place. But you see them walk off in the canteen area as they disappear with Gizzard. And Hruna comes straight up to you and goes, Right, I hear you've done it.
Sure.
We did our best.
Your best? You didn't. I mean, you only just bought back the bloody lot. What I heard?
Aye, our best.
I owe you a drink. Probably more than that. Show me that. Where is it?
If it's
Just
on
over.
you, my friend.
Well, you can bring it in the side. I don't mind. In fact, we'll do it for you. Don't worry. And he grabs his coat, brings Korux and Storn. As you see Storn now kind of shivering and divering past you and goes, Did you see any dragons out there?
I forgot about this guy.
Oh
Yes,
no.
we saw lots of dragons. There was so many. We nearly died. It was walking.
Why do you think everyone we brought in is so hurt?
It's the dragons.
Oh no.
I'm gonna give him a pat on the shoulder with my free hand and just be like, Don't worry, don't worry.
As soon as you pat him, he kind of gets this little like wooden fork out and goes,
Stab me with it.
Joke about the dragons.
Maybe
Okay, no dragons.
Gives you a stink eye.
It's alright, alright.
And Hruna goes, Come on, we got work to do. And he goes, Don't mind him, he's a bit crazy, I've told you. And they both kind of unlock the door and make their way out. And at this point, Sentry and Willow, you see 3 dwarves exit the cat flap through at the top of the stairwell. What would you like to do?
Kill them!
For fuck's sake.
Are there any
I'll
windows? No.
I'll just wait for them to come over and take the stuff.
Okay.
Haven't managed to get the ingots in nice, neatened fashion as much as possible.
Okay. So you see Haruna kind of walk up to you, march with his thick coat and goes, Aye, nice to see you, metal man, again. And he kind of gives you a dink. He goes, Dink, dink, like that, and it kind of vibrates through your core. Do you do anything?
The ingots, I believe they're the lot.
And he kind of takes a big breath and goes, Can you smell that, lads? It's victory right there. What would he do without you, eh? And he kind of slaps both of you, gives you a bit of a harder slap, Willow, kind of shoves you a little bit. He's stronger than he looks.
If I take a big breath in,
Shrug her
well,
shoulders and.
actually, mate, no, I don't breathe. I smell.
And he
Must be.
goes, Right, lads, let's count. Make sure we're all accounted for. And he goes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And he carries on. counting?
I'm counting with him.
Meanwhile, Sentry's having an existential crisis.
I'm gonna just rub my eyes and go, I can't be bothered, and just walk in.
Okay, so you walk in, yeah, no problem. So you walk up the
Yeah,
stairs.
leave the musical men for hitting metal and counting blocks together.
Okay.
I'll count with him.
Okay.
Counting
I've been
kittens!
dying
As
to know his
you
name.
are
Been in this.
counting, Sentry, you can see now closer, you haven't really realised before, you can see the foaming mug symbol of a Battlehammer clan is ingrained with each ingot. And he kind of looks at you and goes, do you know how much these are worth? Just a matter of interest. He says,
Monetary or
aye, little man, money, things you buy things with.
no?
Well,
Unless I do I?
make an intelligence. You might do.
Got it.
Well,
Nope.
No.
Got it.
Well, I'll tell you. Each ingot is worth 5 silver piece. And there's 276 here. So, you do your maths. I'll leave it to you.
576, did you say?
Yes. 276.
Or 276?
200, yeah. Oh, you did. Oh, yeah, I'll let her go.
1,380 silver pieces. So that's
How much in gold?
It's 10 gold to a... tells 10 silver to a gold.
so 138 gold.
Roughly about.
That's a lot.
And he goes...
I did maths.
He goes, well, it goes after a few minutes and kind of counts them, and you see kind of the rest of them just like clapping their hands. You see Korix kind of like going like this, and he kind of gives arms out to the side and he goes, because he doesn't really speak, and he goes, right, they're all accounted for. It's minus a few probably. We'll keep that quiet and bops his nose. He goes,
Do you need a hand bringing this in?
aye, if you don't mind, we could use it in the back. But for now, if you could help me up the stairs with it, that'd be great.
I'll give him a hand putting it up.
Yep. And with no problem at all, you see this sturdy, dwarvish fella, and you carrying up this kind of block by block, maybe like 3 or 4 a turn. I would say it's going to take you roughly about 10-15 minutes to do all of them.
Yeah. Whilst we're heading on up, I will also ask him. The king, how is he doing?
What do you mean? Well, we don't really speak about him, Romic, because he's under surveillance.
Is there anyone in the council who's worth keeping an eye on, or?
Well, funny you should say about the council. You, I believe you put a plea in the other day. And
I know.
and lucky for you, Horig Frostblade is looking to speak to you. So you can speak to him. He's pretty high up. You'll notice him. He's got rosy red cheeks like me.
Ulrich.
Black hair, gold leaf jewellery in his braids, ceremonial robes. You'll see him. Pops out like a sore thumb. Or like you, anywhere.
Wicked. Yeah, I'll just nod to him and keep pushing it up.
Okay, so I would say you guys inside while this is happening. Are you doing anything? You see Willow enter through the cat flap.
I'm going to go to Jackal and say, you want to talk about this then?
Yeah, definitely. Perhaps we should find somewhere quiet to go through it.
Okay. Is there anywhere I can see that would be like quite enough for a private conversation where no one else can hear?
within this place, there's plenty of nooks and crannies, especially to where you once found yourself sleeping in your accommodations. There was a portion of stairs, and you could easily find a pillar or two quietly to yourself. It's a very large room, this.
Okay.
Is Gizzard actually around? Sorry.
At the moment,
or
you
has he been
can't see
around?
Gizzard.
Is there anyone around who we would recognise from before?
Make a perception check.
Asking someone about if our rooms are still available for us.
Oh, good call.
13.
Yeah, with a 13, not hard to see. Straight in front of you are the 3 guards that you spoke to on the way out.
Okay, I'm going to go up to just the 3 guards and say, excuse me, gentlemen, I don't suppose you know, but we've just brought you back a load of ingots. I don't suppose our rooms are still open for our accommodation, are they?
Oh, you the adventure lot that told us about the missing people and the reason why. Is that, I seem to remember.
Yeah, aye, that's correct.
Well, you seem to have spooled up a stir in the council. Your names are around the city, I would say. Definitely did your job, I suppose. You got your wish.
Yeah, well, I mean, if there's anyone's safety that we can help, then that's our duty. But we do need to speak to these councilmen as soon as physically possible.
Well, the talk of the town is that Horig is looking for you. So just he sticks out like a sore thumb. You can see him, rosy red cheeks, black hair, gold leaf jewelry, blades, and ceremonial robes.
Well, thank you very much. We'll make sure to keep an eye out for him.
Aye. Just a matter of interest. You know where the refugee chambers are, right?
I believe so.
You were there last time, I believe.
Then I must do. Sorry, it's been a long travel.
You don't pay for them. Obviously, you don't treat us like a hotel. We won't abuse you for money. But they're there for people in need. If you're the people in need that we speak, then see your beds are yours for a night or two.
That is mighty kind of you. Very generous of you guys.
No problem.
And I will bow my head, walk back towards Seiya, and nod my head as if to follow me.
Quick
Alright.
question before you go. What is that your beast with you?
You mean her, Athena?
Aye, she's scaring some of the locals. I don't know if you just want to hide her away for a bit.
Well, I'm not going to cause any issues if I escort her to the refugee center and keep her there, am I?
I'll make everyone aware. Just those kind of cats we kill. We do not have in this city. They're a danger to us, and people are looking at her, I would say, like she's a danger. So do yourself a favour and can you put her away?
Of course, I completely understand. I thank you for your advice, and I assure you while she's here, she will not cause anyone any harm, but I will keep her in the refugee center.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Come on then, girl. Let's go. Yep, I've nod for Athena and for Seiya to follow me.
I'm gonna send, because obviously walking in, I'm gonna send a message to Jackal.
Okay.
Go in. Just saying where you going.
Jackal ignores the message.
Is Sal there when I walk in? Is Sal there when I walk in?
Whereabouts are you, sorry? Oh, straight in the door. Who are you looking for?
I'm walking in where you guys are, so
sorry,
I would have been where you are.
Partly distracted. Say that again.
Is Sal in that room? Can I see Sal?
Sal would be... You're just in the entrance, is that right, Sal? You're not moved really from there?
You're on mute.
You're a mute.
Whoops. Yeah, I was just staying with the group, so I would have been just in the doorway probably with everyone else.
Okay.
I'll just go and sit.
No,
with
I
Sal
say
for a
with
little
everyone
bit
else.
then.
They would have walked off, so I probably would have looked for, when we sat and like had food and stuff when we were last here, I'd probably be looking for there to go and sit battle down.
Okay. Or would you like to go towards the canteen where you guys last had food? Or will
Yeah, I will have waited for Willow to come in though.
Okay, yeah. So you see Willow enter, and yeah, you guys can easily make your way over to the canteen if you wish. Yeah.
Yep, I'll go with that.
Yeah, and you kind of like as you going through, you can see the hustle and bustle now, and it's not hard to make your way through smaller people because you can see over them. So it's busy, but it looks like a crowd of smaller people, which it's a bit strange for you again, Salvation. Very strange for Batul, and she kind of looks at you and goes, "Wait, where are we?"
It's a dwarven city. We passed through here on our way out. That cart, we were retrieving it for them in return for them letting us stay here on our way out because we were going to rescue the two that you were sat on the cart with. It's a bit of a long story. I'll explain properly when we sit down. It's there's a lot of people here. It's very big. It takes a little bit of getting used to, but you'll be okay. You are safe here.
Oh, just as long as I can get some rest. Yeah. Is there
Get some
any-
food in you first.
Okay, I'll follow you.
Okay.
And she clutches onto you tighter around your arm. She's like kind of really grabbing him. As Sentry brings up the hall with Hruna towards the shutter doors that go dig 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 dig, and you can feel the wind kind of blowing in, and everyone steps back, and you can see these ingots being pushed in with this kind of pulley system as Hruna has fashioned it on sort of a wooden pallet, but is bringing it in and sliding it through the floor with a bit of rope. And you can see the rest of the guys following and pushing it in, and Sentry walks in, I'm guessing, with them? Or would you like to stay inside?
Yeah.
Yep. So you walk in, you kind of like dig, 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 and you feel the kind of vibration of this shutting. And
Obviously, the ding ding ding. Sorry,
Yeah.
is that them pulling on chains?
No.
or-
So this big shutter door on the side of the cat flap is another entrance on this big
Yeah.
door. It's just like it's more for supplies. You'd assume.
Oh, okay, so someone physically pulled it.
Yeah,
Okay.
someone's opening it up. Yeah. And they shut it after you walk in. And everyone kind of like shivers as they walk past, and then a little bit of snow blows in, and then you close it, and it makes this huge boom. At which point, you see Sentry. You see towards the door still is I think it's only Seiya left. Is it? Are you towards the door? Did you move with Salvation?
I'm following Jackal.
Oh, so you were Jackal. So no
Yeah,
one's.
just going and walking off
Yeah, so
to the rooms.
So no one is at the door currently. Everyone has dispersed, let's just say.
Yes.
At which point I would say, while Salvation and one sec. Yeah, while Salvation and Batul are walking towards the entrance of the canteen, to your right, where the other chambers lie, away from the canteen, which a place you've never been before. It kind of the halls go in a straight line, and to the left is where the canteen, and that's all you know. Towards the back end is another huge set of doors, and that is just opened. And out of that, Sal, I would say that you see a group of individuals that look a little bit more statured, a bit more royal, walk out. And from the description you've heard twice, you may assume that this might be the councilman. At which point, Willow, where did you say he was? Just to refresh my mind.
I'm walking with them.
With us.
So you would see this as well, Willow. Just walking past, you'd hear the big clatter of doors open. In the meantime, Jackal and Seiya, you would hear this. You haven't quite seen them just yet.
Okay.
So there's something happened behind which you're unsure of. And Sentry, you hear it as well. Would you guys like to do anything?
Do you want to carry on and talk in private, or do you want to spec this out?
What kind of a sound was it?
It's like a huge door, like a.
It didn't sound like the front door at all, did it?
No. It's another door towards the back. So you got the front door, the huge chamber with the pillars. To the left, the canteen, and then further on is like a small bridge, and then these huge doors.
Okay, and it's not a sound we've had before whilst being here.
And you've never seen this door open since you've been here either.
Perhaps we should turn around to see the commotion. I mean, this is quite important, but I mean, we're safe and we're warm now, so we can always come back to it.
Fine. Let's go.
I will. Shit. How far are we from the refugee quarters?
That is on the opposite side to the canteen, so literally right by it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna tell Athena and say, Athena, where we went last time, stay there and wait for me. Don't cause any trouble.
She kind of like looks at you and goes, like a bit of a nod, and she makes her way, like kind of an elegant like turn, and then walks up.
Good girl. And I'll proceed to follow Seiya back.
Yep. Okay.
I'll just search for my companions.
Okay. Make a. Actually, you don't need to. You're quite tall. You can see quite clearly.
The cart was taken. Sorry.
Hmm?
I said the cart was taken. Sorry.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah.
You can see the top of Seiya's head from where you are. Not quite Jackal, as he's kind of mixing in. But you also saw Athena just walk off toward the upstairs where you guys rested. So you can kind of pinpoint. It wouldn't need a perception check for this. You can quite clearly see. The room is big, but it's full of small people. So, yeah.
Yeah, I'll just mount across to go and meet up with everybody.
Yeah, as you walk across, you kind of get these dwarves kind of like bump into you and go, "Oi, watch where you're going. Don't." And he kind of like trying to dodge your feet almost as you're walking through. Yeah, and you make it over towards where Seiya and Jackal are. Yeah.
Yep.
Are you doing anything, or are you just standing there?
Oh, I get to him. Oh,
Yeah, it's
yeah,
literally.
okay. I thought you were a little way away. I was going to be like, yeah, you make it. Did we want to go and take a listen to the main man? I think I got his name. I swear. I wrote it down somewhere.
I make frostbite.
Do we want to try and see if Horik is free? Where's the where are the others?
I think they're about to see him.
Last I saw them was back near the entrance, so it's what we came for. We definitely need to talk to the higher ups of this place.
And I'll just start making my way towards the canteen or towards the door.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're walking towards the big door, just so you know.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. It's like partway on the way to the canteen.
Yeah. And as you kind of make your way up to it, and you can see kind of a smaller commotion with all the other dwarves. They start to gather around in like a bit of a semicircle towards this. And at this point, are you guys still making your way to the canteen, Salvation and Willow? Or are you?
I would have put my head up and I definitely would have put my head up and looked at them and seen whether did they look like they were walking to somewhere.
Where? Who's this? Sorry, who's?
The council.
So they've just exit this kind of like huge door, and they're making their way over this bridge. It's quite prominent, so you can see them. But all the other dwarves are slowly gathering towards this.
Probably follow if everyone's gathering, then I'd probably turn to Will and say,
Over, yeah.
it looks like they are gathering for some kind of announcement. We should probably go check it out.
Yeah, might as well.
Sorry, but we will get you sat down soon, I promise.
I'll start walking over.
You can let me finish recording because we're nearly finished.
Damn.
Right, sorry, say that again one more time, Salvation.
We're just going to be walking over.
We're just walking over. Oh, hello.
I think
Oh.
my thingy's crashed. Give me a sec.
Hey!
Oh my god. I thought it was just
There
me
we
then,
go.
and then I told them all going
Yeah,
out.
no,
I was
we were
like,
Just say your last bit one more time, because I missed that.
which bit?
Where you
They're
going?
just
I
switched
don't-
over to the dwarves now.
Okay.
Yeah, I just said that we should go over.
Okay.
Yeah, we're heading over to the dwarves, where they're
Cool.
all surrounding.
So, as you guys make your way towards this kind of hustle and bustle, you can clearly see that obviously everyone's kind of walking towards this. And suddenly the whole room goes quiet as you hear these huge horns, and it suddenly just bellows through these halls. It goes, and you hear it, and everyone goes quiet. And you see over on the bridge the 6 dwarven figures with these ceremonial robes that all kind of like stand linear across this bridge. And one of them steps forward and they go, "The council has made a decision in which this is a state of emergency." And that is where we're going to end tonight's session.
Ah,
Yeah.
Damn it! I didn't get to have my fucking talk.
Viva la emergency.
alright, you can wait.
Yeah.
We have gone on for a bit. Obviously, IRL, it's a little bit late for us as well.
Yes.
And, yeah. Everyone, thank you so much for watching again. Like, comment, and subscribe. Good things.
Wonder what the emergency-
We shall obviously be back ASAP, and hopefully enjoyed this episode. Obviously, make sure you check out, what was it again, Willow?
The otter.
Kate,
Go, go, go.
hang
go.
on a minute.
What was your name?
Oh, wait a minute. While she's finding that, the Twitter. Remember about our Twitter?
Yes, I created it.
It's
Come on.
Definitely
Hello.
just
Her name
repeat-
is Caitlin
Oh,
Leeds,
backup.
and known as Voiletsyren on Twitter and on Instagram. And please go and check out her webtoons. It's really good. Does really good comics and that. She's very talented. So
Amazing.
yes.
And Ollie, you were saying about Twitter. Obviously, make sure you jump on that, and feel free to chat to us. We're chatty people. We're not. We don't hide away. Might chat to Ollie again. He might be disrespectful, but hey, it's.
I'm not the one who runs the Twitter, alright? That's not me. So if there's anyone disrespectful, it's most likely Chloe.
So from
Never.
from me and Jim,
Jill.
On your table the entire time.
we thank you so much for watching again, and we shall see you on episode 15.
Oh, before we go as well, I forgot to announce at the beginning. We are bringing a talk/podcast sort of situation. It's obviously the new year. We're in another lockdown, so might as well make the most of it. Talk amongst ourselves, and it's going to be called Delving Deeper. So tune in, and we might have some episodes coming soon.
Yeah.
So
Yay.
amazing, cool stuff coming on the horizon of 2021. Thank
Woo!
you everyone for watching. Peace and love, and we'll see you next
Ciao.
episode.
Bye.
Bye.